Hi, baby. I just want to go out. Go, babies. Go potty. Go potty. Hi, Jerry. How are you? I am up early. I'm trying to get up early. Instead of just staying in bed, I might as well just get up. Can I just lay there, like a slob? And I'm like, you can get up early. Anyway, yeah, I just woke up and I'm gonna make some coffee. So stylish. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you so much. Um, Hi, gagging for How are you? Watching if I stuff my face with risotto. Oh, that sounds so good. What happened to you, Jerry? What did you do? What happened to you? Why did you need a surgery for? Okay, I gotta make sure my dogs go potty. I don't want them to go potty on the carpet. You guys, you didn't go potty on the carpet, did you? Okay, come on, let's go outside. Go potty outside. Hi, Noodles. How are you? You guys, come potty. Come outside. Took my tubes so I don't get ovarian cancer like my mom. Oh my God. Well, that's a good idea. You don't need them anymore anyway. Do you have any kids, Jerry? Did you have any? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. You guys want to watch my babies? Look. Hold on. Okay, I gotta find my camera settings. Okay, there's Tucker. There's my little baby Tucker. There's Titus. Say hi, Titus. Titus, say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Look at Tucker. These my babies. Those are my little babies. Those are my little babies. Okay, I'm back. How are you guys? I haven't been here in a while. Oh, Martin, you think I'm not trucking? No, no, but you know what? I am gonna probably get a part-time job. My disability just isn't cutting it anymore. Hi, Toodle Soup. Oh, Jerry, you got teenagers. Oh, okay, good. You don't need any more. That's enough. Ah, cutie. Has there been any more drama with that neighbor? No, but you know what? She drives by every once in a while, and she'll even walk by, and it's like, what are you trying to do, dear? You're just trying to provoke a problem. I know what she's doing. I know her type. I know exactly what she's up to. But you know what's so funny? Okay, so she says, "Oh, these two big lesbians on the corner were bullying me and everything." And not one time did her husband ever come to say hi to us. I just think that's odd. She threatened her husband. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Lori. What's a badge? What the hell? No badges. What does that mean? I really don't know what that means. Hi. But anyway, so that lady, like she went on Nextdoor and she told everybody that Marcoina like threatened her and that she followed us and everything. And then she made a video of us because we were in the front yard yelling at her. She never once got her husband, and I think it's weird that her husband never came down to protect her. That tells me she was lying about her husband, that she really doesn't have a man. I don't know why do some women do that? They'll lie. Oh, I have a man and he's gonna come and he's gonna beat you up and he's gonna do something. And they never show up. You guys, I'm gonna make, but I don't know what. Usually I have a badge that says I follow for. Oh, I don't know anything about those. The fake Native American neighbor. Oh, that's right. She did say that. I forgot. Well, I'm Native American. So what? The casino's up the street, dear. Casino is up the street. I don't know what to tell you. So I'm gonna make some French press coffee. Okay. I mean, I don't know what I was supposed to do with that. Buy her a dream catcher. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, good. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you do a little rain dance? It's a little dry, okay? You know, you sit here and act like you're all magical and spiritual and that everything was taken from you, but you lie to us and tell us you can make it rain. You're a liar. My Okay. You guys, I have to grind up some coffee beans. And I like to use Lavazza Italian coffee. I just really like it. And you know what, when you buy it, hi Dorvit, how are you? And you know, when you buy, I buy it by the pound. Like I bought this is 2 pounds. And it's the beans. And I get it on Amazon. And that's about $13. Do you think that's a good price for 2 pounds of whole coffee beans? $13. I don't know if that's a good price. Tucker, you go potty outside, okay? Tucker's the one with a problem. Like, well, he don't really have a problem. He just kind of forgets sometimes. But Titus is doing good. But our babies are, let me see, born April 6th, May, June, July, August. Okay, we'll just say it's October 6th. They're about to turn 6 months old. And they're so good. They're potty trained and everything. They're such smart dogs, you guys. The Shih Tzus are very smart dogs. But they're also very stubborn. Hi, Nicholas. How are you? She can only make it rain, Hogatha, in the toilet, right? Well, you know, come on. Don't sit here and tell me that you're magical and tell me that you're in tune with nature and then you can make it rain by dancing and things, and then we live in a drought. You know what I mean? You don't get to do that. You no longer get to say you're magical. Hi, Zane. Zane, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've really been focusing on TikTok. It just seems like you know what it seems like? Facebook is turning into MySpace. But ironically, I wish MySpace was back. Do you know what I'm saying? No, Marie, those are my dogs. They're playing. They have little bells on. But TikTok also, they also ban me a lot too. They don't believe in freedom to be a lesbian over there. So they get rid of me a lot. I'm grinding at my coffee. Titus likes to bark. He's a barker, and he don't care how early it is. Wait, where's he at? They're gonna be playing. They come over here and play. I don't know what Bebo is. I was gonna say, I'm surprised TikTok even allows you on there. Well, I'm gonna tell you, you guys, like they don't like if I get opinionated and stuff, and then I say things. Um, you know, they are very, very strict on what you can do over there. But what's funny is they're strict with some things and not others. Like, I don't get it. Like they say I have hate speech, and I don't hate people. They say I say bad stuff. I'm very I try very hard not to use bad language. But even if I call my if I talk about my lesbianism, but they just I don't know. You have to use coded language over there. It sounds like there's hypermania. Oh, yes. I don't know if I haven't heard anybody else talk about this, but there is a swarm of crickets in California this year. Like we are completely covered in crickets. I don't understand it. I don't know where they came from. But they're everywhere. The dogs and the cats play with them. They eat them. They're hopping everywhere. You hear them in the house. I mean, it's just they're everywhere. Did you hear the UK Prime Minister likes the sausage? Oh, really? Well, that's misogynistic. It's a so oh great, a man who likes another man. That's just what we need. You know, I love it that people are so they push the homosexuals, but this is the thing. Do we really need double patriarchy, double misogyny? Because that's what's going to happen. Imagine you get men in power that no longer want women around, and you want to talk about misogyny? I'm telling you, if you get homosexual politicians in there, they're only gonna want hot men working for them. So you know what I'm saying. So you guys got to think about that too. The men in here, you think about that. If you're average looking or fat, you're out of a job. You get if the gay men start ruling. What are you guys doing? Okay, now I gotta get a hot. Hi, Faith. We had a Mormon cricket invasion here in Denmark 3 years ago. Really? They're just everywhere. I've never seen so many. Lisa Wingard, how are you? How are you doing out in Amish country? You know what? Do you like dream? Have you ever fantasized about an Amish man? Like, I bet they really can get down, Because I bet a lot of them are real strong and have a lot of endurance. Hi, Holly. How are you? Hi, Faith. He said, "Ooh, no, they probably really strong, but they also, but Lisa, just think about the fantasies. Dear, you get this just sweaty, hard-working Amish, corn-fed, big, strong, throbbing man in your tub, candles lit, they have loofahs and everything. Of course, you want to, make the water nice and fragrant because he does stink. But dear, you get like a bucket and you're like poured over him, and just his long blonde hair will just lay against his body and on his glistening, hairy, tanned chest. He was out all day working. I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, that's pretty hot. I mean, here, the ones outside working, they're pretty, they're about 4 feet tall, 4 feet wide. You know what I'm saying? But no, those big Amishmen, those big Nordic Amishmen. Oh my goodness! I would imagine that would be a heterosexual woman's dream. But imagine getting him in the tub and just like cleaning him up, letting him soak and get all that filth and grime off of him. And then you take him in the bed, and then he has his way with you. I can picture you going for that, Lisa. Big, strong, strapping man. So I have my kettle with the water getting hot, and I put fresh coffee grounds in my French press. I know, Lisa, they're everywhere. Oh, Patty, how are you, dear? You know, they are, the crickets are everywhere this year. Holly, do you want your butter churned? Yes, you want that big strapping Amish man just to lay you down, bend those legs back and churn your butter. Oh my goodness, honey. I hope for you you get that. I mean, I think it's disgusting, but I'm a lesbian. But oh dear, yes. So they'll eat the bats. Yes, Cindy, I'm squeaking. You guys, I think um I'm gonna have a Pop Tart. Do you guys ever have Pop Tarts for breakfast? When I was a kid, we didn't have Pop Tarts. Well, they existed, but we really weren't allowed. It's not that we weren't allowed to have Pop Tarts. We just never got them. You know what? I had a friend with a bat house, Lisa, and I know the bats are very particular. They're very particular. They I remember she was setting up a bat house, and the bats, it's like it had to be at a certain height. Like everything had to be perfect for the bats. I think they're a little much. You know what I mean? I mean, honey, if you're that particular, then go get your own house. But but it has to be at the right height and everything. Hey, young lady, do you have kitchen duty? Hi, Karsten. Yes, I am doing. I'm making some French press coffee, and I'm going to make me some Pop Tarts. Um, Marquina is in bed. My dogs are outside. I got to get my dogs food together. Um, um, okay, they're outside right now. Let me get. Maybe I'll give them some chicken. I'm in my junk room, and I have a freezer in my junk room with mostly dog food. Because you guys know I love my babies. So what I've done is in this bag, I went and bought. Okay, you guys, you know what? I'm sick of you people. I'm sick of you football people. You have really created a horrible um a culture and price order around chicken wings. Do you know? Okay, you can go and you can get thighs and drumsticks for 99 cents a pound. But you go get a wing, which is smaller and hardly any meat, like four something a pound. But because you guys like to sit around and eat little pieces of chicken while you play football, I mean, well, that's dumb. Why would you want a little piece of chicken? You get a big piece of chicken. I mean, it's not like you guys only eat one or two drumsticks anyway. Well, what that does is that it makes the prices for us too expensive. You know what I mean? So now I pay all this money for these little chicken wings. But the dogs love them. Well, anyway, so what I get them is I cut them into three sections: the tip, the flat, and the drumette. And they will eat this like as breakfast. It's so good for them. They absolutely love it. It's hi, Hoggy. Where are you? Wake at 7. Yeah, it's 7:06 in the morning. I've been getting up early, and I don't know if it's because I'm just getting older, but I am just, I get up so early. So I figure, well, why not come on if I have nothing else to do? I'm like, why lay in bed? Do you know how many of us just lay in bed for hours and hours on our phone? Like, we could be doing something. I can do stuff. I can get up and, start the day early. And you know what I'm finding out? I like being an old person. I like getting up early. You know why? Because I can go to the grocery store and all the losers are still asleep. You know what I mean? All the ones who know what's up, they're up early. Trust me, there is a whole society of people that exist before 9 a.m. And luckily the stores are open early because I'm telling you, I just, these people, you get the women who roll out of bed, at noon, and they have to, what's so funny? What's so ironic to me is that the people who get up at noon, you know, They go to the stores in their pajamas. But the people who go to the store at 8 a.m., they're not in their pajamas. Isn't that funny? You would expect that, wouldn't you? Like, oh, I'm just gonna roll out of bed and I'm gonna go to Walmart. Nope. No, they do that in the afternoon. Hoggy. Yeah, oh yeah. Hey, young lady, do you have kitchen duty today? Wait, where's Calvin at? Calvin, where do you live? Now I gotta leave my coffee and my French press. I like to leave it in there for like about 4 to 5 minutes. I love the ones who go in adult diapers and a t-shirt. Leo, do they do that in Switzerland? Leo, how's Switzerland doing? I can be honest. Leo, are you getting a lot of immigrants there? Hi, Pagan Dead. How are you? Leo, are you guys falling apart in Switzerland? I now I don't know how much of it is real or not, but I see so many. I mean, it looks like Pakistan has moved into the UK. I mean, did they just move the borders like to just encapsulate, those countries? My goodness. It's like if I go to Europe, I kind of have an idea of what I want to see and experience. And I don't know if it's no, we are fine here. Europe is having issues. Honey, I mean, it's like I don't want to go to Pakistan and see the Queen of England, I mean, come on. I mean, no, we don't go to Pakistan to see the Big Ben, you know what I mean? Paris is a disaster. Oh gosh. You know what I want to know? Why do all these brown people want to go to racist white countries? I don't understand that. You think they would be traumatized by all the past and plus all the current accusations of racism. Like, so I don't know why they're going there. Why are they going to these countries? Marquina's awake, you guys. Marquina, I'm on Facebook.
Good morning, Facebook.
Marquina, I was just talking about. I don't know why all the people all the foreigners want to go to the UK when they're racist. Like, why? I don't get it.
Why do they want to be here when we're racist?
Well, why do people want to go where the racism is? I don't get it. Jerry says, "Good morning, Marquina."
Good morning, Jerry. Good morning.
Marquina, I have French press going.
Hello, children. Hello, children. Hello, 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 hello. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my God.
Okay, Titus loves mommy Marquina. That's Mama Marquina. What? Yes, yes. The Western countries are dangerous for brown people. I don't know why they come here. Why do they come here? They want racism? I don't get it. Oh, what's for breakfast? Right now I'm having coffee and a Pop-Tart. And I'm gonna I have these two. I'm gonna put. This is for the puppies' breakfast. They get a chicken drumette. Oh, rescue Roxy. And rescue Roxy's awake. You guys know Roxy, don't you? I call her Rescue Roxy now. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, aren't they just adorable? Yeah, Denise, I don't really have a breakfast plan right now, but it's going to be coffee and Pop-Tarts for now. See, we kind of have a routine here. One of us will get up and make coffee and stuff, and then get the puppies ready and get the food ready. And then the other one will kind of clean up. Marquina is gonna she's gonna mop. We mop every day because these puppies, they go outside and they get urine and feces on their feet, and then they get run through the dirt, and then they come in our doggy door and they leave dirt all over our floors. So we have to mop them. We have to mop every day. And it's very sanitary and it keeps the house smelling really good. So if you guys ever come over, our house is always clean. Um, Hi, Patty. You're in Owensboro, Kentucky. Routine is important when you know what, Jerry, it is. And there's kind of no question what you're going to do when you wake up in the morning. You're like, well, I got to get up. You just make it a routine and a job and you get the day going. And you know what? It really does feel better than just sitting on my butt doing nothing. It really does. Did I tell you that I'm going to get a part-time job? I just can't sit at home. I'm so bored. I can't sit at home. And you know what? I don't like being poor. So I found out that I'm allowed to work on disability, but I can't make too much money. So just remember, if you guys become disabled, you also have to be poverty stricken, okay? To get any help, and you have to be poverty stricken. That's just the way they want it. They want handicapped people to be poor. But I'm trying to get around that. Okay, I'm trying to get around that. Oh, Roxy can't wait. Look at her.
Look at you. Your breakfast.
You like my bosoms?
You got your bosoms up this morning.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Tits up. That's what I say. Tits up. Okay.
It's up.
Okay.
It's up.
What sort of part-time job do you want? Jerry, you want to know what I did? Put away the clearasil of change your name. Tom Hanky, what are you doing, dear? Jerry, you know what I did?
Tom Hanky, spanky, wanky.
You know what I did? I went and I went to a guard company and I got my guard card so I can sit at a gate at a trucking facility, sit on my fat ass, push a button and let trucks in. Okay, that's all I can do. That's all I'm qualified to do is to push a button. Mom and Marquina put a sweater on Titus. See, Titus gets a little chilly, All right. Okay. Tits go up when the sun goes up. That's right, Marquina. You hear that?
Thumbs up, tits up.
Yes. Are you live on? No, Wendy, I'm not. I can't go live until tomorrow. I got kicked off. I don't even know what all I do on TikTok is I do this, and I also sing. They like me to sing. I don't know. You know what I'm thinking about? I want to come back. I want to do. I want to do on Facebook. I want to do a drunken karaoke show. A lot of people like that.
Yeah.
They like it when you get drunk and sing songs. I made 2 Pop-Tarts, Marquina. I don't know if you want one or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, you have both. I'll have a donut. I'll have a dozen stick. That's too dunk.
Jennifer Larson says, hi, Marquina.
Good morning, Jennifer.
Hope Irving says good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, it's a Saturday. It's Saturday today. Oh, you guys can see. Look at all the dogs. There's Tucker and there's Titus and Tucker, and then there's Rescue Roxy. Yet Rescue Roxy has decided she wants to be a part of our pack. If she likes the food we serve.
Like our restaurant.
Yes, she does. She uses us.
You so do. She chili.
Rocky the Rescue Ranger. As Marquina takes a drink directly from the gallon. You hear that, Marquina?
That's the only way to drink milk. That's the only way.
Well,
If you don't like it, tough tits.
that's as cold. That's as cold as you'll get it from the fridge.
Darn right.
Marquina wants to get it at the height of coolness.
I need a shot of milk now. I need it now. I don't need to get a glass. I don't need to pour. I need it now.
Now I'm pouring in my coffee. Okay. There we go. Alrighty, let me get my Pop-Tart. My Pop-Tarts. I have plural Pop-Tarts. Marquina, stop. Grow up.
Even that cooter.
Let's grow up, okay? Let's grow up, dear.
Even that flatulence cooter.
Let's grow up. Okay, backwash. Oh, Tom
Flatulence.
Marquina.
Yes, flatulence.
Tom Hankey is concerned about the backwash.
Tom Hankey is concerned about the blackwash. That's because
No, the backwash.
Oh, not the blackwash?
See, you have a point there, Marquina.
What?
Yeah, I think it's more about blackwash
I know. That's exactly what it
than
is.
backwash.
That's
Isn't it?
why Tom Hankey is
Tom Hankey.
worried.
Very interesting. Tom Hankey.
As if we're going to invite him over to drink our milk. Screw him.
You're more concerned about the blackwash than the backwash.
He wants you drinking
Aren't
your milk
you?
anyway, Tommy.
Okay. It really does please me to get Tom Hankey like that. It does. If you know Tom Hankey, you would know why I take pleasure in this. Because I'm going to tell you, Tom Hankey
is a bitch.
Oh no, Tom Hankey is a very, very thoughtful and concerned liberal.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, a bitch.
Marquina. Tom Hankey left a blank field. I don't know what that meant.
Oh, is he mad?
Well, that typically means someone sends me stars.
Oh,
But I don't know if Tom Hankey sent me stars.
oh, poor Tommy.
Okay.
Hanky panky, wanky wanky.
Oh yeah, nothing like a good spanky. Tom Hankey.
Having a wanky.
Tom Hanker is a wanker.
He's a wanker.
Aren't you?
Wanker.
Are you a little wanker? On your little wanky? Hi, Susan. How are you? Oh, Dick Neverlimp. I'm sorry. Nick Deverlimp. In my mind, was I wrong? Was I constantly calling you Dick instead of Nick? Okay, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Okay, wait. Let me see. Oh, hold on, babies. Let me get your little chicken wing. You know what? They're getting to the point where all they eat is the chicken bone and the wing. It's like they don't even eat a bowl anymore. So we're just going to throw them the chicken. You think, Marquina? I'm just going to throw them the chicken. Because they're animals. There's nothing but animals. Okay, guys. Okay, you guys want to eat? I got your chick. Come on, Roxy. Go and rescue Roxy. I got you food too. Okay. Oh, now it's too hot. It's too warm. Hold on, guys. Let it cool down a little bit. Well, now it's cooked. Damn it. I don't want cooked chicken. Okay. Hi, Mika. How are you, dear? I'm just sitting out here. I'm having coffee out on the patio. It's gonna get hot. You know, it's like we have summers and we go through fall, then we go through summer again. I don't know why. California is just weird, but I hate it. It's gonna be like in the upper 90s. Oh, you guys, you know what? I'm in a house set for my friend Mario and Mikey. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Um, okay, this is for Rescue Roxy. You ready, Roxy? Here. It's a little warm. Okay, there you go. So Roxy got no. Hold on. And here's for Tuckerson. Here, there you go, Tucker. Here, Titus. No, hey, Tucker. No, that's Titus's. See, Tucker's kind of greedy. Tucker's greedy, and because he's a bigger dog, so he thinks he deserves more, and that bothers me. So we always have to control the bones. And she said Titus has his, Tucker has his, and then Rescue Roxy has hers. Okay, so everybody is good. But see, what's going to happen is they're all going to play games. They're going to start to play games because that's what they do. They'll play games and they'll try to get, like, one will get up and walk away, then the other one will go and steal it and they'll hoard it and they'll lay on it. They all do it to each other. I love your dress. Oh, red's your favorite color. Oh, thank you. Oh, and hi, Brooke. How are you, Brooke Swank? Thank you. Good morning. I don't recognize you, beautiful Laura. Hi, how are you, dear? Yeah, I've but it's because am I getting skinny? I think we went through a hurricane in Ohio yesterday. Weather was crap. Did it blow in more Haitians? You have a lot of Haitians in Ohio, don't you? Do you know that the Haitian? Oh, there we go. Do we know that the Haitians of Springfield, Ohio, are eating all the ducks and the geese, also the cats and the dogs? They're eating the dogs too. That's what I heard. But you know what I heard? I heard that I see like black Haitian people come on TV or online anyway. They won't show it on TV, and they admit it. It's like they know that there's a problem. Like they admit it, Marquina. The Haitians admit that there's a problem
Oh, they know.
because they admit it. I see them. They come on. You guys, if you really want to know what's going on, is you want to go to Twitter or X. See, and that's why people they claim to hate it. Oh, we don't. Why? Because you actually see real stuff there. You know what I mean? Anyway, these Haitians are saying, "Oh yeah, we do that. We kill them and we use their bones and we sacrifice them and we eat them and we do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that's just part of our culture. I mean, that's the rich and you guys. Why do you have a problem with rich and diverse cultures? Or is it only the cultures you like? It's funny. You'll laugh about the Asians. Oh, they eat dogs and stuff. Oh, you think that's funny? Is it because the Haitians are black? You don't like them eating dogs and cats? Jerry, it's so funny. It's funny, but I'm afraid that as they get older and they start going through puberty, that they're going to get territorial and they're already guarding resources and they have no reason to. They have all the resources in the world. So I don't understand I honestly, and maybe I think dogs hate each other. I think they hate each other, but yet they play and stuff. But I think they're in constant competition, aren't they? Like they literally would let the other one die. I think they would. I live 45 minutes from Springfield. They are coming to my town in Ohio and working. We have lots of Canadian geese here. They are sacrificing the dogs, the cats and the dogs in voodoo rituals. When my Shih Tzu passed, I found a bunch of hidden bones and treats. Oh, Laura. I bet, did that make you sad or was it happy? Like, were you happy about it? I don't know what that would do to me. Oh, my coffee came out good. Roxy, no, you've had yours. See, Roxy's really big She's a big fatty. She is. She's a big fatty, and she thinks she should get everybody's bone. And the reality is, she's not even our dog. We're just kind to her, okay? Because her owner just, minimal care, minimal care. And so she sees how we really go all out and we take care of her dog. It's so funny. Roxy goes to her owner and like demands things now. Like it's almost like she sees that the Shih Tzus are treated so well, and she's like, "Hey, wait a minute, what about me?" So now the owner, like Roxy makes them like she has to go on a walk. Like, no, you have to walk me. Like, we'll stand by the door and bark and everything. And like she's being timid. She goes, "No, I will be loved." You know what she is? She's like Jennifer Hudson. You're gonna love me. Like she's demanding. No, you're gonna love me. As long as they don't touch my cats. Yes, they want to be the pack leader. I hug you. Oh, thank you, Cindy. How are you? Denise says, it breaks my heart what they're doing to our furry friends. Laura says, it was so sad but cute and made me laugh, right? I know. You know what? A lot of you know that, like, you guys knew my other dog, Moshi, and how I lost him. Roxy, I'll let him bite you. Okay. They're grilling rats in New York. I saw a video of a rotisserie with like rodents on it. I mean, none of that. And I mean, we know what AI looks like. Thank God. At this time in our history, like none of us should be fooled. We know what AI is. So when people go, "Oh, that's fake," and you know what? I've seen fake stuff, and your fake stuff isn't that good yet. Okay. It still looks kind of cartoony, Hi, Yuri. How are you? Mm. Roxy's already eaten hers, and then she went to try to take Tucker's.
No, you're fat.
Yeah.
Just because you're white doesn't mean you can eat everything, Roxy.
Look, I want you to look at her hair. I mean, it's so much is grown in so quickly. Look how luxurious her pelt is.
It's the bones.
I know it is. She is finally getting
Real food.
real food and nutrition.
She was really suffering from milk.
I know.
That was killing her.
Yeah, you guys, and I know it's easy to do. No, nobody really wants to hurt their animal, but you really have to worry about the nutrition of your animals. I mean, you can just give them canned food, and your dog can be dying. Really, Roxy needed a really rich in protein diet of and she was just getting kind of like cheaper, canned food, and that's all she got. And she got heavy. And then of course the doctor says put her on a restricted diet. So she was just not living at all. And she was very arthritic and in pain and could barely walk upstairs and had to be she took pain medication. And now she's lost a little weight. She's eating a real natural food. All of her hair wouldn't grow. Now her hair is growing, and she could walk around and run. She can run, and she's not in any pain anymore.
Yeah, that's a good example for Tom and Hanky.
Mm-hmm.
Eat some real food to grow your hair back.
Yeah.
Move out of that trailer.
My aunt cooked every day for her pit bull. Yep. Never for her kids.
That's funny.
The siren. Someone said the siren ambiance of San Bernardino.
There you go, honey. That's how you do it.
Hey, it was a helicopter, a ghetto bird last night.
You can cook every day for the cats. Eat it.
What's that?
You can cook every day for the cats.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Marquina knew a lady who cooked every day for her cats, and she's Japanese, and she didn't eat the cats. Well, Japanese don't eat cats. Yeah. Oh, okay. She fed her cats instead of eating them. This your bell in the dog's collar is messing with my tinnitus. I love that Roxy thinks she's gonna get some of my Pop-Tart. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, honey. It's my Pop-Tart there. So I just realized, it's Saturday. God. But you come out and enjoy the cool morning because it's gonna be in the 90s. And it's just even gonna get hotter Monday and Tuesday. It just come on, I'm over it. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest, and Marquina, maybe I don't know if you'll disagree. For how everybody says about the climate change and all that stuff, I don't think it is much hotter here for much longer.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think.
Because we wear shorts on Halloween.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
on Halloween. It's warm. We have warm autumns.
you're sweating in your costume.
Yeah, you're sweating in your Halloween costume. So, I mean, of course, yeah, we get 100 up to 110, but it is no more than when we were children.
No.
I mean, I remember being miserable and suffering, and
People wear shorts on Christmas in the 80s.
yeah, there was time we would wear shorts and air conditioning. Have what?
Running, we had blood, people play.
Yeah, it's completely unpredictable. I don't know. They act like they can predict anything. But oh, they're like, "Good morning, Marquina. You should move to Ohio." I have Mr. Loki that I need to send to Springfield, Ohio, or to the local Chinese shop, LOL, because he's an asshole. He's been pissing in my chair, and I didn't want him. I didn't want him anyway. And I can't get rid of his ass. He's an extreme pace Persian. But I love my other two cats. I miss him too. But he's an ass. I love him too, but he's an ass. Isn't it funny that you can have an animal that you love, but they completely ruin your life?
Mess up everything.
And then you just look at them and you're like, oh. We had a bad summer here in Las Vegas. A lot of trees died. You know what?
The homeless?
Yeah, funny. It never seems to get rid of the homeless weeds, does it? But you know what?
All our grass died.
You have a point there, Brooke. So I probably am going to backtrack a little bit. We got hot, of course, but I think we got hot for a long period of time. And it was
A lack of rain for a long period.
and a lack of rain. And our lawn died. And we water it. We have lavender plants. They died. One of Marquina's marijuana plants died. I love how I said it was Marquina's.
I caught that.
Mm-hmm. And you guys know why I said it was Marquina's.
Why?
But yeah, we had several plants die. Oh, I have a bonsai that's not doing good. Hopefully it will last. Hi, Melissa McCann. How are you? Hoggy, I'm making chorizo burritos. Oh, really? Cindy, I love it. You guys, okay, chorizo, even though it's salivary glands and lymph nodes, it's delicious, okay? And it's very inexpensive. You mix that with your scrambled eggs, you throw it in a tortilla with cheese, it's delicious. I even grill onions with it. It's so good. You could also use soy riso if you don't want to eat the salivary glands. And honestly, the soy riso tastes just like chorizo, Marquina. And you know me, I'm not for the fake stuff. And you know what? There's also almost a quality about the soy riso that's better because it's not overly greasy. Advice for young people who are scared to procreate, Hogatha. Okay, Mike, listen. Here is an argument to procreate, okay? I'll give you several things why you would want to procreate. And I'm not even saying it. And are you the head? I'm the head person. I can give an argument for everything, even if I agree with it or not. Okay. The reason why young people should procreate is because the sooner they procreate, the sooner they can retire and the sooner they can get rid of that kid. Okay. In fact, what girls can really, they start menstruating, what, by 10 now?
Yeah.
And you could probably get a puppy in one of them pretty early.
Yeah.
I'm not making any suggestions of being illegal. Okay. So don't even go there. Stay away from my kid, parents. I get a lot of that on TikTok. But I mean, my grandma had a baby at 14.
So did
That's all
mine.
I'm saying. So somebody put it in there. Okay. And so did Marquina's. Okay. So all I'm saying is the sooner you have your baby, okay, this is for the women. I mean, you're going to really, say if you have a child at 15, by the time you're 30, you have a 15-year-old kid. You're 30 and you could still be hot. Okay. Now, push out another one. Like, okay, have one at 15 and one at 17. Okay. So give yourself a little break. But you'll still have young kids and you'll still be a hot young mom. Okay. And you could still find you could find a man or whatever. Also, if you don't work, you can get welfare for the kids. Okay. So the kids will support you until they're out of the house. Also, the tax breaks. If you do work, you'll get tax breaks. And I'm telling you, you can get some bank for having babies. Okay. At tax time, you get earned income credits, things like that. Oh, thank you, Wendy. You also want to and also you get the kids in school, you get them a job early, and they can move in with you and then they can help support you. Okay. Because it's very expensive out there. So you're also having children so they could financially help support you. Okay. Also, you want kids early so they're established and mature by the time you're a senior citizen and they have their own homes and hopefully they have their own homes and stuff. And also, you want them grown by the time you're a senior citizen, because the thing is, you might need someone to wipe your butt and take care of you. Okay. So at that point, you will have your kids and grandkids. You'll have a family. You'll basically have a whole team to take care of you. Okay. So that's ideal. That's ideal. And those are reasons why you would want to have children. Hi, Megan Law. How are you, my love?
Morning, Megan.
And that's why Megan had a child. Megan had a child to ensure that she has somebody to wipe her butt when she can no longer take care of herself. Megan says hi.
This is long.
Chandler says, I deserve a tax break for looking at other people's kids. Oh, haha, my child and I haven't spoken. Why haven't you spoken to your child in a month? Did she realize that you almost weren't here anymore? Did she realize that she could have lost you, Megan? Wendy says, oh my God, me and my mom got in an argument one time because I wouldn't wipe her butt. Now she's gone and I feel so guilty. When you say gone, do you mean passed away, dear?
What am I going to do?
Megan, but your daughter is young. She is a young daughter. And your daughter sits in the house and doesn't talk to you?
Wipe your butt.
Oh, that's terrible, Wendy. I know. Isn't it funny how people die and then you think about, oh no, this and that. But I'll tell you, when my dad died, I didn't care. Didn't care. It didn't, I don't regret any bad things I've ever said to him. So that means he deserved it. Maybe. So what did you reflect, Wendy, and go, oh, maybe I was a little harsh on my mom. Maybe I could have scooped that poop out of her hole, And, in hindsight, it probably, did she leave you anything in her will? Good morning, Hoggy and Marquina. I took care of my mother on her deathbed and I was her black sheep. Sometimes it just works that way, right? I mean, I don't know if I'm the black sheep. You know what? To be honest with you, I think we're all black sheep. Me and my siblings. But how can you all be black sheep? That means you're all the same then. I mean, if you're all druggies, then nobody's the black sheep, right? I guess the clean, successful one would be the black sheep, huh? And that one does not exist in my family. Oh, Megan says, I love my mom and I will be honored to wipe her ass. My daughter is going to be 17. She said she has never and will never think of me as a mother and will never respect me.
Oh,
Megan,
wait till she turns 30.
you know what you know what, Megan? I think this is some severe. There needs to be some severe repercussions for that. You know what I would do, darling? This probably is a little vulgar, but I would stick my fingers up in my cancer cooter, and I would swipe it around, and I'd wipe it on her toothbrush. That's what I would do.
Okay.
Megan has a cancer cooter.
I put the whole toothbrush in there.
Ugh. Oh, Megan, she watches me. Oh,
You have a hot style little possessive creature.
well, you know what? Once she's 18, you can call her a squatter. Hi, Mark Train. How are you? Get those reparations. Have a mixed baby and get reparations.
Damn right. Not California though.
Wendy says we used up all their savings to take control of and care for them. I don't think children are obligated to take care of their parents when they can't care for themselves anymore. Well, Wendy, of course the obligation isn't there. You just hope that they'll take care of you. If not, you can always get it illegal. They'd be happy to do it. See, that's really the good thing. I do have a cancer cooter. It's true, right? She does have a cancer cooter, and it was oozing green stuff. She told me. But yeah. If the thing is, if you don't have kids, there's always illegals. Come to the Southwest; they're on every corner.
We got them all over.
Every corner, just pick one up. They're like stray dogs. I mean, the funny thing is, Mark, they literally are stray dogs.
Yeah.
They are stray dogs. I never considered
They
it.
have no paperwork.
No paperwork, no licensing. I never thought about that.
You call it, you get in trouble just like a stray dog.
Yeah, you get in trouble if you house one. Like a dog without a license. You guys, that's what it is. You got to go get a stray immigrant. You get a stray immigrant, honey.
Oh, strays from now on, strays.
That's what we call them. We call them strays. Yeah. If you have dear, the thing is, these people supposedly have traveled miles and miles and miles, even though they're all overweight.
They're strong.
So they're strong. Exactly. They can push a lawnmower. They can carry groceries in the house.
Leaf blower, a rake.
A leaf blower, a rake.
Yes.
And they can cook because they look at them.
Prometheus.
And the Latin foods tend to be very delicious. They're my favorite foods, to be honest. Oh, I have to ask anybody. Okay, I make pinto beans, okay? And I mean I joke, but honestly, most of the food I make is Mexican. But anyway, I've come across two different beans. Okay, so I use the pinto beans, right? And then I also see next to them Peruvian beans. And I see a lot of companies canning Peruvian beans and selling them as Mexican beans. So I want to know, do you guys cook them? Have anybody cooked? They look like a yellow color. And they're a little more expensive than pinto beans. So I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I just want to know if anybody has made them and know what they taste like. But yeah, if you don't get kids, you can get a stray human. There's lots out there, and this economy isn't. Never heard of Peruvian beans, right? But yeah, with this economy, there's lots of stray humans out there. You can go to a park, pick one up, whatever.
They already have all their housing and everything.
Yeah, in fact, you can just pick them up at the park, bring them here, take care of you, wipe your butt. Throw them $20. Go through a drive-through, get them a bag of food, and dump them off. And you get your butt wiped, you get your lawn mowed, everything. Are they like chickpeas and garbanzo beans? They look. Hi, Rob Kershaw. How are you, babe? They look like pinto beans, but yellow, more of a yellow color. I just didn't know if they were trying to, like, they're fancy. You know what I mean? Oh, what more can you do to a pinto bean, right? I mean, so maybe fancy it up a little bit and give it a new name. I don't know. But, trying to repackage it. It's the one thing that I don't like. Okay, we have wonderful Mexican food. Love it. Love the Mexican food here. But honey, I mean, not every restaurant needs to be like that, do they? Yeah, I think you're right. Probably repackaging it, trying to make it like something special. But I'm going to tell you, I mean, you can only do so much with a pinto bean and a rice grain. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a now. Granted, some make. Oh, Susan Mills, how are you?
Good morning, Susan.
Yes, we're sitting outside
John.
here. Is your man with you? Are you feeding your squirrels? You guys see Susan Mills? I'm gonna tell you what Susan Mills. Susan Mills like lives in this little fairy tale cabin up in the mountains. I did a show there once on the 4th of July. She has little twinkly lights everywhere. She has little woodland creatures that come out and she feeds them seeds and nuts and stuff. And she even names them and they have babies and she has a family of squirrels and they're absolutely beautiful, cute little puffy gray squirrels. And you see them running up and down her big trees and jumping. They're so cute. I love going to Susan's house and just sitting outside. It's so nice. And she lives like on a cliff. I guess it's not really a cliff. A hillside. We'll call it a hillside. And it overlooks a lake and other houses and trees. It's just beautiful. Susan Bill says, I'm feeding the squirrels. Just got done every morning. Megan says, ever since my cooter cancer, I can't stand cumin or cilantro. Really? That's weird. Oh, Susan said, cleaned your room. Marquina, I think the downstairs is our room. That's our suite.
Ah,
It's the Hog Marquina suite.
all right.
I love squirrels. We just have flies. Dude, it's so funny because I live 15 miles from Susan and our squirrels are completely different. Ours are brown and small and hers are gray and puffy and they're really pretty.
Puffy tails.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. I think it's because it's cooler up there. Maybe they need a winter coat. Hi. Oh, mom of 3 under 3. If anybody doesn't know, that's Wheelchair Girl.
Hi, wheelchair girl.
Wheelchair Girl who is no longer Wheelchair Girl. Do you ever rely on your wheelchair at all?
That's such an awesome story.
Yeah. Like, do you like? I mean, it really is a miracle story. She doesn't have to spend full time in her wheelchair anymore. So I'm wondering, how often do you have to sit in your chair? And I want to ask you. Oh my God! Hi, Wheelchair Girl. I remember you. Listen, Wheelchair Girl. I don't. Okay, as non-wheelchair people have curiosities and they have questions that they will not ask, but I will. Do you masturbate in your wheelchair? Like, if you're going to masturbate, do you get into bed or do you do it in your wheelchair? Hi, Marquina. I use forearm crutches on bad days with my heart issues. I use them more often. Okay, so you use the crutches. Like, but do you ever sit in the chair and do you ever find comfort in the chair? Do you know what I mean? Like you're like, well, I'm used to it, so I might as well just sit in it. Do you know what I mean? I'm camping at the river here in America Falls. Oh, you're in Idaho, aren't you, honey? You're in Idaho. I know where American Falls is. Oh, I bet it's cold there. It's actually a little chilly here. It is chilly. But I think Mom of 3, nope. I'm going on 4 years, no chair. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Wheelchair Girl, do you find yourself in public, like standing in lines and going, I took that chair for granted. I'd like to have a seat right now. Do you ever find yourself in that position where you're like, I kind of wish I had my wheelchair? Yeah, homeless now, though, unfortunately. Wait, Leola. You're camping because you're homeless? Oh my goodness. Wait, Susan Mills says, Wendy K, not in this country. They don't feel obligated. But here most do. It's Deidre, how are you? It's Tiger Queen. I'm headed to the hurricane to go swimming. No shit, go surfing and everything. Megan Law says if I had a wheelchair, I'd use it as my masturbation chair and get it sopping wet. Leola says, oh wait, gagging. Leola, please tell us your life story. Yep. Oh my God. Leola, how long have you been at is she at our park? No, she's in America Falls, Idaho. So she's cold. So do you have to leave your car running all night? Because I know it gets cold there. In fact, you know what? I was near America Falls when I had my truck accident. I jackknifed my truck and I almost went off a cliff. It was horrible. Like the ice there was terrible. And everybody starts spinning out and flipping over. It was really sick. Wheelchair girl says, hard to find cheaper rent here on limited income. You've been in your car for 4 months, Leola? Yes, in my truck, my semi. Yes, I jackknifed it. But I didn't wreck it. I corrected the jackknife because I'm a good driver. But I came out of the skid and then I went over into the shoulder and then my trailer. Okay, so this is my truck is right here and then my trailer was hanging down a hill. And luckily my trailer was empty. I'm just start once in the morning. Wheelchair girl has no time for such things. Oh, I know, Kristen. In fact, she probably don't even want to masturbate. She's probably afraid she'll get pregnant. I mean, she gets pregnant anytime you stick it in her. I mean, she may be handy. She may have been in a wheelchair, but she's very fertile. Her uterus wasn't handicapped. Okay. Leola, what? You know what? I'll tell you why your rent's so high because all the Californians are moving there. I know that's what's happening. That's why your rent's so high. You want to know what? You know what's so funny, Leola? You could live in my city in Southern California and find rent that at that cost or cheaper. Like you can get a studio here for 1,000. You know what I mean? In an hour from Los Angeles. Okay, so yeah, all the Californians are moving up there, and they're totally jacking up the place. But I'm hoping that I get a travel trailer next week. But oh, good. I hope you do, dear. Can you move and find somewhere more inexpensive? I hope you find somewhere soon and stay safe. Also, does your car smell? Elijah Queen, how are you? Wendy says, there was a shooting in my town 2 nights ago. A guy caught his girlfriend giving another guy a BJ. So she shot her in the stomach. And she probably took her man back, huh? She probably finished him off. She probably said, that's my job. And then she killed the other one. And then she got on top of it and finished. I bet you anything. Leola says, yeah, it is. It's just nothing but California people. I know it. And I feel so bad for you. But dear, let me tell you this. While our people are leaving, worse people are moving in. So it could be worse. Oh, but I'm not excusing that at all. My dude gets it 4 times. Mom of 3 says, my dude gets it 4 times a day, minimum. No time for that. He has baby fever so bad. So I keep my distance when I can. You know what, Leola? If he keep 4 times a day, I'm surprised you're not in a wheelchair. My gosh. He must be a tender lover, isn't he? Very easy. He's an easy lover. You remember that song? I forgot who sang that. She's an easy lover. It was Phil Collins and I forgot who the guy was. It was another guy, Phil Collins and somebody else. They sang She's an Easy Lover. Well, but you know how to keep a man, wheelchair girl. You know how to keep a guy, huh? Because I'm going to tell you, if either he's going to put it in you or he's going to put it in someone else. Okay. And then you don't know what he's going to bring home to you. Okay. So look, if your man comes and brings you home a venereal disease, you kind of deserve it if you don't put out, California companies are buying up all the land here and building multi-million-dollar homes and expensive condos and townhouses. Well, see, this is the thing, gagging. This is what's going. Or I'm sorry, it was Leola. People are selling homes here. See, okay, the house I live in. Okay, I live in like one of the poorest and most violent cities in Southern California. Even the 80-year-old house I live in is worth over $500,000. So what happens is you could sell You could just sell your little home here and you can go buy a fabulous house somewhere else. And that's what's happening. So let's say, you sell your $500,000 home and you leave with 300,000. You go put that down anywhere else. You can be in a mansion. You know what I mean? And that's what's happening. Oh, Phil Collins and Philip Bailey. It was Philip Bailey. Okay, wait. Hi from Mandy. You're in Wales. Do you know Phil? Do you know Adam and Dale? They're in Wales. I mean, Wales is kind of small, isn't it? I think they're in Brigden. Is that what it's called? Brigden. 4 times a day sounds sore, right? Gagging. Is that in your butt or in the front hole? Is that front hole or back hole? You probably have to go back and forth because oh my God, have you seen the videos where they'll go in and out and then in the other hole, then out, then in the other hole? I've seen that. Leola says, LOL, no, my car smells really good. I have really nice smelling air. You know who has the best ones? Go to Bath and Body Works. And they're really cheap, Leola. Plus, you could steal them if you have to. They're not going to do anything. Okay, my rent, like Wendy says, her rent is $725. Yet before kids, it was way more. We both have problems. Honey, you know what? That's the meaning of life, huh? You get with someone who's just as screwed up as you, and then you can accept each other. Hey, if he likes giving it to you and you like taking it, that's a match made in heaven, dear. Oh, see, Leola, 53 and being alone. That's, I think, and in your car. Honey, I can see that. But you know what? You can have car dates. Get on Tinder. There are men who will come and take care of your needs in your car. Sure, the gays do it, so I know the heteros. The heteros are doing it too. I mean, I have a friend. I'll tell you. I have a friend who goes to a park and ride and has sex. Okay, so I know you can find love. Leola, I hope so too. Susan says, but the cutest house. It's a cute house. I think it's called Brigden, is it? Or I don't know. Is that a country in Wales? I'm not sure. My rent, oh my God, Ariel says that her rent's 2,000. Where are you at? And they call the juices when you go from back. Wait, Gagging says, and they call the juices when you go back and forth. Oh, truffle butter, yeah. Mandy says you might mean, yeah, whatever. That's a little too far for us to be that familiar with the residents. Sorry. Oh, and you know what? Because I want to tell, because they just think they're all that. But I know a lot of the people who live in the UK. They try to act better than Americans. So it's Bridget? It's not a nice place. Or is it like white trash? Is there a lot of white trash there in Wales, Mandy? Or you guys, all you have is white people, huh? So you probably don't even use the term white trash, do you? Oh, hi, Chrissy A. How are you? Susan, are you talking about my house? Oh, it's a small house. Yeah, it is. I think it's like 1,200 square feet or so. Arizona, and it's a 2-bedroom apartment. Yeah, I don't know. I think what's happening is everybody's leaving California, and then everybody's raising their rents and prices around it, but our prices are dropping. Like, do you guys in San Francisco? They now have places for rent under $2,000. That's unheard of. And nice places too, overlooking water and stuff. That's what I'm saying. All you people that are fed up, now that everybody's leaving, like San Francisco and stuff, now you move back. You take their old place, okay? Good morning, Leslie Smith. Good morning, Chrissy A. Leola says, oh, nope. Done with men after my ex left me for someone else 3 years ago. Leola, don't let him, honey, your cooter's gonna seal up unless you're taking care of it yourself. Yeah, do you take care of your needs in your car? But get a woman. I mean, honey, that's why I became a lesbian. You know what? You just spread and they know what to do because they have one, they have one. They know how to take care of a woman. Oh, it's Bridge End. I think it's a town. I'm from Wales, South Wales, and we used to drive to the shopping century there. It has a massive. Oh, does it really? Oh, I can't wait to bring it up. And you know, my friends that work there, they work for the NHS. So yes, I can't wait. I can't wait to bring it up. So you guys must live in a very depressing town. And why is that? Why do you think they do that? Hoggy, did you see Adam and Dale's anniversary dinner? It did, Kristen. No, because I was talking to them on WhatsApp. That was a great dinner. We even discussed different steaks. Do you know that they weren't familiar with what a ribeye steak was? Adam went and bought a ribeye steak and he made one and he loved it. I go, yeah, ribeyes are really good. I mean, they can be fatty, but they're so flavorful. I mean, you want a fatty steak because it's so flavorful. But yeah, the ribeye is delicious. And I told him that. He went and bought it. I was interested in the way they packaged a steak in Wales. It was like one steak in a sealed plastic, hard plastic container. They even put a security tag on it. So what are people stuffing steaks down their pants and running out the door? Anyway, and it even said on there like when it was killed or it was like like it was killed 30 days ago or whatever. Like you guys have a lot more information on your steaks than we do. Like we literally will get a steak wrapped in paper and that's it. You don't even know where it came from, when it was killed, nothing. Oh, come here, Titus. You guys want to see Titus Marquina put a sweater on him? Come here, Titus. Come on. Look at this. Look at the cute little sweater Marquina put on Titus.
Oh, look at it.
Isn't that adorable? Look at, oh, you're pretty. Oh, look at this pretty little sweater with the stars on it. Oh, Marquina's getting ready to take the babies out for a walk. It's kind of like a morning thing. You know, Marquina's starting to do with the babies. You know, they spend alone time. They go on a little walk together and hopefully irritate the Mexican woman up the street.
Yes.
Yes. Rosa Rodriguez. If you're watching, you're a puta.
Puta.
Puta. Yes. You're a puta. Hey, Rosa Rodriguez. Lick my panocha. How about that? Oh, look at that baby. Oh, my baby. Oh, it's my Chuck Tuckerson. His name's Chuck Tuckerson. Yes. There we go. Yeah. Hoggy, did you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the anniversary was good. Las Vegas is pricing us out, right? And you know, Marquina, everybody, you're telling, you know, Leola's homeless and she's living in her car.
Oh.
The rent in American Falls is like she can't find anything for under $12.50. And I said, sweetheart, you know, it's funny. It's because everybody's moving to Idaho. And the Californians are raising up all their mortgages and rents. Okay. I've seen ads, Marquina, in San Francisco for rents under $2,000. Like you can live in a beautiful place in San Francisco for cheaper than you can live in American Falls in landlocked Idaho.
In a shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you guys, something's going on. Something's happening. I have a feeling that our government is trying to push everybody to the center of the country. There's something's going on. And, you know, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. But you know, one thing I do notice? I notice on our radios and things around where we live, they are really, really pushing new construction homes. Like they're actually telling you, oh yeah, buy a new home, buy a new home. Don't buy an old one. Because you know what's happening is corporations are buying up all the old houses. So all the old homes will be reconverted. They'll remodel them and stuff. And then all of a sudden there'll be a mass rentals everywhere. Corporate America will own them all. They're all going to be black and white. In case you haven't noticed the black and white homes, you watch, that's happening. You watch, I guarantee you. And of course they want you to buy a new construction home because they're all cheap and they fall apart within 5 years. The new homes, like the house we live in, is 80 years old. I'm not saying it doesn't need work, but I guarantee you there are houses built 10 years ago who need more work than this house. Very cheaply constructed homes. Very cheap. Oh, here. You guys want to watch you guys want to see? Watch. Okay, so look at Marquina put on the leash and the harness. You guys, we got this set. It is such a nice harness. And look at it's such a nice leash. Did we get these on Amazon? Yeah, they were like $13. Yeah. Huh? You got the leash and the harness for $13. And they are so nice. And you know, it doesn't go around their neck.
Okay, move it back.
Okay, and you know, because they like to pull because they like to go. So they could pull and they're not choking themselves. So they're gonna go for a little walk. They go around the corner. And they love to walk together. They do. And Marquina puts on her Make America Great hat because she wants to irritate people. She'll only wear it when she goes on the dog walk. Because she wants to irritate Rosa Rodriguez. I'm telling you, we hate Rosa Rodriguez. She lives up the street. She's a busybody bitch in the neighborhood. Las Vegas pricing out energy and car insurance. Oh, we're moving to Kentucky. Listen, Brooke, our car insurance in California has like gone up like over 50%. And I called Geico and I'm all, listen, I go, my insurance has gone up $50 and then another $50. I called and they go, oh, it's going to continue going up. I'm all, why is it going to continue going up? I'm an old lady. I'm a disabled lesbian on a fixed income and I've had no accidents or tickets. Why is my insurance going up? And they flat out will tell you, Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, signed a bill basically allowing them to do whatever they want, insurance companies. They are canceling people's, they are raising car insurances, house insurance. They're actually like, you could have. Okay, so oh, Rosa Rodriguez is up the street. I hope Marquina doesn't confront her. Anyway, they're flat out telling us, the insurance companies are saying it's California doing it. And so the insurance companies are, oh, okay, we'll raise everybody's premiums and everything. It's awful. They're allowed to do it. They're actually canceling people's insurances. Like I bet Susan, like she's in a fireplace. I guarantee you, one day they're going to go, oh, Susan, no, even though you've been paying us for 50 years for insurance, all of a sudden we're removing insurance from you. And it's like, how do you do that? I've been paying for it all this time. It's an insurance policy. So how much? You paid them $50,000 or whatever over a lifetime, and they can just go ahead and say, we're canceling you, and I'm keeping all your money. That should be illegal. That should be illegal. Yep, Susan, you hate new scum. Yeah, Brooke says I can understand the house insurance going up with all the fires, but car insurance. But Brooke, it's always been a fireplace. It's always been California has always been a wildfire place. Always. It's my whole lifetime. And this is just naturally a fire. I just switched from State Farm to Geico and I saved $20 a month with full coverage. You know what, Chrissy? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get together with Gladys and we're just going to get insurance together. Yeah. For you people that are paying too much for insurance, find another person, your mom, your kid, whatever. You combined your policy. So you get two people on one policy with two cars, your insurance will go down. That's what we're going to do. Hey. Susan says, I had to get wraparound. Melissa says, the second you get in an accident with Geico, they drop you. Really? Insurance companies are the biggest scam in the world. You're in New York though. Roxy, be quiet. Roxy's barking because I don't know why she's barking. It's probably Rosa Rodriguez is probably walking by. Rosa Rodriguez, I can't stand her. Okay, she has 4 dogs. She has 4 dogs. I know she's single. They probably all sleep with her. But anyway, she has like older, large dogs, and she'll take them like on walks separately and sometimes 2 together. But she's one of these, I can't stand her. She's like, she's one of these, and I described her as like a fire hydrant. And she's like one of these strong, strapping, stocky Latina woman, with her hair slicked back in a bun, and then, and sometimes she'll wear a baseball hat with a ponytail. And trust me, she's not athletic. She's not. She'd love for you to think she is because she walks around wearing her sausage, she looks like a chorizo. She goes around wearing black lycra, and it's like, it's not pretty. It's like, dear, we know you're not you're wearing athletic gear. Siri, I don't know why she does it. But anyway, so she walks around here thinking like she owns the place. It's like, dear, you don't own nothing. Anyway, tell Marquina to be careful of the racist. I'm telling you, I don't know how many of you saw it, but she came by, she taunted us. She walked by our house on purpose after she made a negative post about Marquina on Nextdoor, and she posted her picture. Like, that's creepy. She followed Marquina to take a picture of her and then let all the neighbors, like, here, everybody, here's the black person that harassed me. She didn't say black, but we know what she was doing. Okay. Why would you do that? Like, next door is all your neighbors, like in this area. It's like, and you would sit there and post a picture of somebody because you didn't like them because the dog walked on your grass, and you would tell everybody, be careful of this person. They're harassing me. You don't do that. That's awful. Yeah, it's like, oh, so you basically put a target on Marquina's back so everybody's going to see her walking down the street with like Shih Tzus, and they're all going to point at her and going, oh, there's that mean person who harassed that poor little Latina who couldn't protect herself. Bitch. People are always asking me, why do you make less than 800? I said, well, the government thinks that disabled people do. Exactly, Leola. That's my problem right now. I get very little. I mean, I get more than the 800. I'll admit that, but it's like, I can't afford rent. I can't support myself, and it's like, honey, how do we? Okay, so you're disabled, and that means I can't take care of myself anymore. But why does it mean you deserve such little money that you still can't take care of yourself? Like, I don't get the concept, but yet new arrivals, they get homes, they get food, they get insurance, they get education, they get everything handed to them. Like, I don't understand why people are not bothered by that. To understand that not only are there Americans sleeping on the street while these illegals are sleeping in hotels, but there are disabled Americans that have paid their whole life and have worked their whole life in this country. And when they're no longer useful, you just give them very little money so you could starve them until they die. I mean, that's really what's going on. And it's like, and we accept that? I don't think so. So this is why I will do other workarounds. I will do workarounds. So I will continue getting my benefits, and then I will just earn tax-free money. How about that? I mean, we've learned in this country, you don't really prosper or get ahead unless you break the rules. I mean, it's the reality of it, isn't it? But I don't know. Oh, we're talking about the racist, homophobic, fake Native American, right? I missed that story. It's just because your dog got on her grass. Honey, this is what happened. It's up the street here, like 5 houses up. We walk the dogs everywhere. We've never had a problem in all the years we've lived here. Rosa Rodriguez, who's supposedly an animal lover, lives up the street, and she only walks her dog in the middle of the street. And I'll tell you why she says that. So, Mark, okay, I wonder if I could show you our street. I'm going to see if I can put the camera out there. Okay, hold on. Okay. So, that's our street. Okay, and you can't really see it right now, but the street is very narrow, and it's really just a 2-lane street, right? But what the problem is, the houses have 1 million people in each house. So at certain times of the day, there is no curb space. Like, it's lined with cars, right? Because basically homes in California are now apartments, and they house a lot of people. So there, and this street has no sidewalks. So you have to walk on the street. Well, when cars come, you have to avoid them and you get off, right? So Marquina went and stood on the curb at this house, and the dogs were sniffing around the lawn. No poop, no nothing. They just sniffed on the lawn as the car went by, and then Marquina continued walking. Rosa Rodriguez, the neighborhood, let me see, Karen, what would you call her in Spanish? I don't know. But anyway, she was with her dog with her baseball hat on, with her ponytail hanging out, with her lycra on, and she's standing up 2 houses down from Marquina with her hands on her hips, looking at her. And then she started talking, and Marquina actually wears a hearing aid. Okay. And Marquina's like, what? I can't hear you. And so as Marquina's getting closer, Rosa keeps talking and talking. And finally, Marquina gets into the range of hearing and says, excuse me, I'm hard of hearing. What did you say? And Rosa Rodriguez says, it's very disrespectful to allow your animals on other people's lawns. And then Marquina said, leave me alone. And Rosa Rodriguez is probably in her 30s. She's old. She's young enough to be our daughter. Okay. And she's like, yeah, well, don't do that again. I better not see that again because that's disrespectful. People doing that. There are people who work really hard on taking care of their lawns. And then he told her to fuck off. Okay. I already told you to leave me alone. Now you're told to fuck off and mind your own business. And then she goes, oh, well, that's rude. That's disrespectful. I'm just trying to be respectful. And I'm trying to, keep people's lawns. He goes, the 5-month-old puppy stepped on the lawn to avoid getting hit by a car. Anyway, the conversation did get more heated because, Marquina's not going to take it. Okay. And she shouldn't. Okay. We're older. We're older. Oh, Carlita, we are older lesbian women. Okay. And we're fed up. We're fed up here. I get it. Maybe you're new here. Maybe, you're impressed with the magic of San Bernardino or whatever. I don't know. But, dear, we've lived here our whole lives. Okay. So don't come here. And plus we're old senior citizen women. Don't talk to me like you're going to, don't come and talk to us like you're going to correct us. You're going to tell us what to do. Dear, I don't know. And this is why she's single. So anyway, it devolved, and she even said, she mentioned something about kicking the dogs, and then Marquina said, if you kick my dogs, I'll kick your ass. And she goes, oh, and see, that's what she wanted to hear. That's all she wanted to hear. Oh, the evil big lesbian. Oh, now I'm traumatized. Oh, she's using violence. And so then she then follows Marquina and gets her picture and then I'm telling you, this huge paragraph on Nextdoor while she's walking her dog. It's like, sweetheart, yeah, we're Gen X lesbians. What the hell are you doing walking your dog and leaving a big paragraph on Nextdoor while you have no life? She couldn't wait to leave this message. Okay, so anyway, Marquina just says F off and continues walking. And then apparently Rosa Rodriguez was walking. They went in different directions. Then Marquina comes home, and so I was out there watering the lawn. And so she comes and she goes, you'll never believe what happened. I'm all, what? She goes, this woman up the street, we didn't know her name at that point because we didn't know her name. She goes, she tells me the whole story. I go, what? I just, for some reason, pick up my phone and I go into Nextdoor. I was right. The first post that pops up, I see Marquina walking down the street, and I see this post about this, disrespectful, and I feel threatened in my neighborhood, and blah blah blah. I'm like, who the hell does she think she's doing? So I'm reading it. I'm like, I can't believe it. She then she walks in front of our house. She has the nerve. She knew where we lived. She had the nerve to walk by our house. I'd never seen her before. She did it on purpose. She could walk anywhere. She deliberately walked by our house. Like, I live in a neighborhood with lots of streets. Okay. She didn't have to walk here. She wanted the confrontation, and I gave it to her. I was in my nightgown. I didn't care. I walked out to the curb in my nightgown and bare feet. And I go, what are you doing? Why the hell would you leave something like that on Nextdoor? You're putting targets on us, making people think Marquina is some like maniac, in the neighborhood. Hi, Joey. And I'm like, who do you think you are? And then what she does? She opens up her camera, puts on, she can't even pretend to sound nice. She's so condescending, and she's putting on, she's performing. I love when people open up their cameras and they record a situation. All of a sudden they're actors. It's like, dear, that isn't the tone in your voice normally. But she's putting on this fake tone. It's so condescending and so like innocent. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on here. Why you guys do this to me? I mean, I just want to be a good citizen. And no, you don't. No, you don't, dear. Okay. Anyway, she's just a pot stirrer, a troublemaker, whatever. So she wanted to play the little Latina victim, right? Because the big American lesbians dared protected themselves or said anything about her behavior. Anyway, so then she goes home, and then it really pops off on Nextdoor. All the neighbors are getting involved, right? And then posts were being deleted, and basically she did not get the support that she thought she was going to get. A lot of Sanchez's and Rodriguez's and Martinez's sided with me. Anyway, she probably had 2 supporters, and that's it. But eventually, Nextdoor got involved. They removed everything. They sent everybody threatening messages. They removed her account. They didn't remove mine because I was just defending Marquina. So that's what happened. And since then, she's walked by her house, and Marquina just said right now she saw her walking down the street, and the dogs were barking at her. And the thing is, Marquina still walks down in front of her house. I told her, I'll never walk by your house again, ever. And Marquina said, I will. She goes, slavery ended a long time ago, and I'm going to go wherever the hell I want to go. And I said, that's fine, Marquina. You can do that. I just don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Okay. Hi, Tim. How are you? Susan says maybe John should pick her up a burrito when he comes down, right? Pick her up a burrito, shove it in her mouth, and shut her up. Nice. I love that part. I can't wait till January for the new president. I know, Tim. How do you think it's going to work? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think we're going to be inaugurating the first black woman as president? I don't think we are. I just, it's, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. If they elect that woman, I'm going to know the whole thing's a joke. I'm going to know, you know what? No one's taking the United States seriously anymore. We're just a joke. And I'm going to treat it that way too. I'm no longer going to be the good citizen. I'm no longer going to follow the rules. What's the point? You get nowhere following the rules and doing what's right. So if that woman gets elected, I'm like, I mean, come on. I mean, as a woman, I want a strong, honest woman that everybody wants in there. I mean, I want a woman in there. Of course I do. But the right one. I mean, who doesn't why can't you pick the right one? You know what I mean? But whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. You know what I mean? I met our old president back. Harris is absolutely awful. I mean, you know what's so funny is people didn't even want Hillary, and I think Hillary's a far better choice than Harris. You know what I'm saying? Why didn't Hillary run again? That's what I want to know. Do you want to know? I honestly think now I know a lot of women don't like Hillary, but I honestly think that Hillary, if she did it, if she came back and she really put on the female oppression shtick, and really played that up and got clips of Trump being, saying all this stuff about women, oh, Rosie O'Donnell, fat pig, fat face. She could have really designed a campaign that really could have gained her a lot of sympathy. Even bring up Bill Clinton. He cheated on me. I've been dealing with oppression and I've been dealing with abusive men my whole life. Let's fight back, women. She could have done that. She could have done it. I bet you she could have. I bet you she could have gotten a makeover, gotten a facelift, but not too tight. Okay. Because I understand. Okay. She could have gotten a facelift, but like I said, have you seen Shania Twain? That's not Shania Twain. That is not Shania Twain. I don't care what anybody says. Would you rather Oprah or Kamala as pres? You know what? I'd rather Michelle Obama. Anyway, that is not Shania Twain. I don't care what anybody says. It's not her. How is it her? And even if it is her, it's not her. Like, okay. We've all seen the plastic surgeries. We've all seen it. We've all seen the makeovers, the glow ups, people, oh, I'm gonna disappear for a little bit and I'm gonna come back as a new person. I'm gonna reinvent myself. Shania Twain, oh, Megan, look up Shania Twain. Look up Shania Twain at this, what was she, Country Music Awards? I don't know. Look at her. Hillary was too ambitious. If she did play the cheated spouse, etc., she probably would have been president. Oh, look her up. Shania Twain went from a brunette, attractive, country singer, Canadian country singer, to a blonde Kardashian brat doll. And it's like, I'm telling you, she has not one original feature on her face. I'm all for, I am all for being pretty. I'm all for, doing things I would do my teeth. I would get Botox that get rid of the wrinkles on my eyes. I might even plump up my lips a little bit. A little bit. But my gosh, I think she went to Turkey and she got one of those facelifts where they remove the face, put on a new one, and they staple gun it. Have you seen those? It's like they staple gun a new face over you. I think that's what she did. She does not. You're right, haha, but she doesn't look no, and that's the thing. I don't think she looks bad. She just don't look like her. Is that the whole thing? Is that when you've reached like the height of beauty is when you no longer look like yourself? I mean, can you imagine getting to a point where you could do that like every day? You just wear a new face every day. I mean, people wear new hair every day. She doesn't even look. Yeah, she doesn't look like the same person. So, and the funny thing is, so does that means she's not the same person? I mean, because that's literally. I mean, as soon as people start wearing new faces, you have a new person. I mean, it's like then what? It's like what would even be the point of being a person? Like, I mean, when you really think about it, it's like, wait, I can wear a new face every day. But if it's like, okay, it's like imagine, let's just pick Elvis Presley. I'm just because everybody knows what he looks like. Let's say you get Elvis Presley and you remove his head and you put Justin Timberlake's head on him. Can you still market him as Elvis? You know what I mean? Like, would you still go to Vegas and watch Timberlake's head on Elvis's body singing Elvis songs? And would you go, oh, yeah, that's Elvis? I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, when you really think about it, oh, I know, Susan, that's why I mentioned Elvis, because I know you love Elvis. But would you, okay, listen, Susan, let's say Elvis Presley took his face off and put Ozzy Osbourne's face on him. Okay. So now you have Elvis with his hair, but Ozzy's face is staple gunned right here. And then you go to Vegas and you go, yeah, I'm going to watch Elvis, but it's really Ozzy Osbourne on Elvis's body singing, Teddy Bear and Jailhouse Rock. Would it be the same for you? Like, would you really, oh yeah, I'm going to go see Elvis. No, you're seeing Ozzy singing Elvis songs. I mean, that's the way I see it. I don't know. But yeah, you know what I mean? So what? So now you have this blonde brat doll singing and going out tonight. I'm feeling all right. And it's like, is that Shania Twain? Like, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm all oh, you're shaming women. No, dear, because we shamed them all. We shamed Sylvester Stallone. We've shamed Wayne Newton. We've shamed Barry Manilow. So don't even go there. Don't even go there. We shamed all the men that have done it too. Okay. It's like me when I like Madonna. Madonna she was my ultimate. She was my everything. She was my Elvis. Okay. And I enjoyed going to her shows. And then I went to okay, so the last time I think I saw Madonna's halfway natural face was during her Confessions on a Dance Floor tour. She still looked like Madonna, okay? And she was aging, and I mean, I know she's been getting plastic surgery since her 30s, okay? But she still looked like the Madonna we knew, okay? Then, all of a sudden, you see her in the Rebel Heart tour, and I'm like, I know it's Madonna because I've seen her a lot, but now she has big puffy cheeks and a big fat round face. And I was so close to her, I could see the veins in her forehead. Like, that's how close I was the last time I saw her. And I'm like, that's still Madonna. That is. Okay. I still recognized her through the surgery. But then, oh my goodness, the award shows and her coming out, and I go, now this sucks. This isn't fair. Hi, Stacy Smith. How are you, honey? And then I look at her and I'm like, this isn't fair to us. I mean, I think it could really have a backfire on these people. It's like you're you've taken the person that we have loved all these years away from us. Because if I look at you and you no longer look like the person that I have been paying for, buying music and supporting financially, all this, you've taken that person away from us. And it's like, that's not fair. I mean, because you can still look like yourself. You can still look like yourself and like, get the Botox or, maybe, smooth out the lines on your forehead or this. But it's like, as soon as you start changing the structure of your skull and you're a new person, well, I don't want to buy that anymore. I was buying this. Okay. I think during Rebel Heart, she looked done, but yeah, she was. No, I think she looked great, in hindsight. Okay. In hindsight. See, that's the thing. Plastic surgery always looks better once they've done something new and you're like, oh, wow, I was used to the last face now. But, I'll tell you, gagging, the Rebel Heart, that's when I saw her aging, like physically her body. Like she started getting, and I'm telling you, and old people, and which is really unfortunate because she was very athletic, and but I think people can outdo it. You can overdo being physically fit, you can, but she's starting to get that old lady hump, and the high waist. Do you know what I'm talking about? She's starting to get that body. And her getting those butt implants did not help. It didn't. She needs to remove those immediately. Do I think Brittany is Brittany? Oh my God. I haven't paid attention to her in a while, but I heard that like she's gonna stop paying child support, and that's good. She don't have to pay child support anymore. Oh, you want to come outside, Oreo? I gotta let my kitty cat out. Okay, come on. I hope Marquina is not fighting with Rosa Rodriguez. Come on. Because Marquina just don't care. She won't care. She goes, oh no, I'm not. She'll call her a puta and everything. Her Italian hunch. And yeah, and like I was watching her recently, and I'm like, I think she's getting that old lady waist where it's up here. Like the old ladies, their waist seems to get higher and their butt gets flatter. And I think that's happening to her. But anyway, she's just aging. But and the funny thing is nobody minds if you're aging, but don't change your whole face. Don't change your whole face. That's not fair. We like you with a gap tooth and a mole, but they can do what they want, they can do what they want. But we can do what we want too, right? We can feel about it any way we want. That's what's beautiful, right? We can have any thoughts we want. We have opinions too. My butt used to resemble a black lady's behind. Now it's flat and saggy. Was it from the cancer, Megan? Megan, can I ask you something? And I'll share my experience. Did anything happen to you from having coochie cancer, chemotherapy, and going through all of that? Can you find one positive thing that happened to you? Like, did you walk away from all of that with at least something positive? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I can say through my heart attack, through my surgery and my recovery and everything, I can tell you I had positive things that happened to me. You know what it made me? It made me actually like myself more. And it made me, it really made me sort of value certain things in life more. I think Marquina is coming. Uh-oh, I hear her. I have a feeling you have a story, Marquina. Do you have a story? Okay, Marquina's coming up. She's coming up with the dogs. So what happened? Rosa Rodriguez?
Yeah.
So you guys actually passed each other.
Just right there. Yeah.
And did she say something to you?
That's something. I don't know what you said. I said, get away from my house, psycho broad.
See,
Get away from my house, you psycho broad.
Rosa Rodriguez, she's trying it. She's trying it. I think she's lonely.
I think she's really psychotic.
I think she's psychotic and lonely. And I'm gonna be honest, I think she's a lesbian and she's interested. I think she's a lesbian and she pictures
She wants my luscious tits.
Listen,
That's what she wants.
Marquina, she wants a big interracial three-way.
She saw our live.
She wants scissor
She
sisters.
saw our live. She knows I have a beautiful man-made vagina.
Yeah.
And she wants to bury her face in it. And there's no way in hell I'd let that bean-eating thing touch me.
I wonder if she'd even watch. Yeah, she might watch. I honestly think she wants to be three-way scissor sisters.
She does.
Black, white, and brown. That's what she wants. I think she's disgusting. I'll have to think about that, but not really. I just laying in bed for a year. Now, Megan, has it made you more energetic? Like, do you get up? Like, do you wake up and think, you know what? I was in bed for a year. I'm going to appreciate not being bedridden. Megan, I'm really trying to help you. I'm really trying to help you find something positive. Go over and dick her down. That's right. I'm going to give her my lady dick. That's what Megan said. Yeah, she wants the D.
She wants the lady.
We got to go D her down.
I want the lady.
Yeah, I think this is what I picture. Okay, we go by Rosa Rodriguez's house, we can tell she lives in a multi-person dweller. You know, like there's more than
Roommates.
Yes, we think they're all roommates. So they probably each pay $1,000 for a bedroom. She has 4 big dogs, so I think they're all piled on her bed. I bet you her blanket is just covered in dog hair, Marquina. Covered. Yes.
It smells like Fritos and butt.
Fritos and butt. Paula says, I love dogs. We do too. But I'll tell you, we went from 1 dog to 2 dogs in bed, and adding 1 dog more makes all the difference in the world. Doesn't it, Marquina?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, now you have double dogs moving. Now you have double dogs licking you. Now you have double the dogs, jumping around. And you know what they do? They at some point in the morning, say between 6 and 7, they decide, okay, we're going to wake up. And they'll get off the bed and they'll go out the doggy door and they'll come out here and they'll play, they'll do whatever. And then they decide, oh, it's time for mommies to wake up. So then what do? They run, because we have a little staircase on the bed because our bed's high. So you could hear their little feet running up and down. They run up they come through the doggy door and they run in the house and they'll slide on the floor. And then they get up on the staircase and they run up the staircase and then they jump on our bed and then they'll jump on us and they start attacking our nose, our mouth, our eyes, and our ears. And you're like, fuck, doing all that. I probably should, but no, haha. Shit sucks bad right now because of my daughter. So I'm having my own pity party. You know what, Megan? This is what you do. I would start blaming her for your cancer because she's the only child that you had, and isn't it kind of what a coincidence? You give birth to her, and then you get cancer. Who? Megan was the flaw.
That's her natural.
No, I guess it's hers.
Punch her in the mouth.
No. Oh, I know. Wait, Megan, you gave birth to her, correct?
Punch her in the mouth.
Go befriend her. Say we got off on the wrong foot. Rosa. Megan wants to stir the menudo pot. That's what she wants. She wants to stir the menudo pot. She wants to stir up the salsa. I didn't birth her. See, I keep forgetting that. Marquina did remind me. So Marquina said, oh, she's not really your daughter. I don't want to say really your daughter. You didn't give birth to her, so you can't punch her in the mouth. But how long have you had her?
You know what? Punch her in the mouth anyway.
Wait a minute, Megan. Where's her mom? Where's her biological mom? How dare you? How dare you? See, that makes it worse. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that's worse. Don't you, Marquina?
What's your mom?
I think no. I think. But I raised her for 10 effing years. Right. You know what? No.
You don't get to do that
I think.
as a child. You don't get
I think. I'm not saying you have a right to be abusive to your mother, but when your mom pushes you out, they're obligated to take care of you. Okay. And you have another woman come in here and you have that other woman who's going to cook and clean for you and
but
clean your and do all that stuff. I don't know. I think that's extra disrespectful on her part. I do. I really do. I think that that's extra disrespectful on her part. And I hope she's watching me. I hope she is.
and her friends, it's her friends.
Yeah.
Her friends are crap.
And you live in such a small populated area. Like, who's influencing her to be like this?
Take her phone.
Yeah, take her phone.
Take her phone.
I'd be the evil step monster real quick. Okay. Oh my God, Hoggy. I have the same dress. Do you, Jennifer? It's Walmart. I know it's Walmart, isn't it?
Club Sam.
Yep. Sam Walton collection exclusive. Yes, I'm in the beach wear. This is what the beach club wear, right, Marquina? Yes.
That's for yacht club wears.
She gave up her rights for a tax return. I adopted her. You know what?
See, when you adopt, it's like rescue.
It's
You're
like,
going above and beyond.
Yeah.
I'm going above and beyond. Don't you dare.
you know what? It's like Roxy the Rescue. You know what, honey? I rescued you. You better be good. You better not be pooping on the carpet or anything. You better appreciate every meal you get. Well, that's terrible. You know what? And this is the thing, Megan. She's young. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Look, this is the turd bag.
Both of them.
Wow. You got some heavy
And
dookies.
you pushed out straight carrots.
It was orange? Oh, see, they'll make orange poops. They're really pretty because they love carrots. They love them. She gave her, yes, Walmart. No, Megan, how does Nick think? What does Nick think about this? Or do you not bother him with it? He doesn't beat you, does he? See, I was hoping you could blame her for the cancer, but you can't. You can blame Nick for it. Say, I don't know, funny Nick, you know what? I've only had your penis in me for the past 10 years or plus years. I don't know, kind of convenient I get cancer. So you could blame Nick. I told her she could blame Nick for the cancer
Sure, why not?
because he's the one that puts it in her.
There you go.
Maybe is he cheating on you? I heard a lot of men, they cheat and they bring home diseases to their wives. Nick doesn't get involved. He wants everything to be fine and chill. Well, of course, dear. Of course. Who doesn't? But he probably feels guilty, doesn't he? He feels guilty. I don't know, because I don't know this. I know what he does for a living. Does he work local in your community? Are there any other women with cancer in your community? Look at baby. You guys are dirty. How'd you get so dirty? I think Mama's gonna give you a bath. Oh, guys, I'm gonna I told you guys I'm gonna get a job, right? And I'll do my lives from there because I'm just gonna sit at a gate and push a button for an arm to go up and down. A tongue bath. Wait, you're gonna give Nick a tongue bath? And I know you're a good wife, Megan. I know you are. I know you cook for your man. I've seen your home. It's clean. Hi, Hoggy. You got big tatas today. I do, Donna. Here, you want to see the whole ensemble? And and some of you haven't seen me in a while. I've lost a little weight. I'm getting a cute little figure. Okay. Come on. Look at me. And honestly, I think, look at that, with a booty prop. And I think Rosa Rodriguez is jealous.
Sit.
I think Rosa Rodriguez is jealous. Because Rosa Rodriguez is a fire hydrant. Yeah, Donna, I did. I got bigger boobs, to balance out my figure. I'm a big girl. All I need is a BBL. Let's see. How do you sleep with them tatas? I'm gonna tell you, I'll put a lot of pillows underneath me. Or, but this is the reality. They're not real. I know a lot of you think they're real, but they're not. And I'll admit it, just like a wig, contacts, I could take them off. I don't cook anymore. I forgot how. And tongue baths because you said the dogs got dirty. Oh, yuck. You look good. Also, I lost weight. Almost. Oh, good for you, dear. Doesn't it feel better? Yeah, Dolly Parton body. That's right. You've achieved the perfect Wendy Williams. I didn't even finish it, Marquina knew. Total Wendy Williams. Isn't it, Marquina? I like that better. I don't want a BBL now. I want a Wendy Williams body. Thank you, Jennifer. I mean, Jennifer, we know as girls, a lot of us are fake, a lot of it's fake. I mean, we got to compete with men. Men are just naturally beautiful, aren't they? And we just got to compete with them. We do. Don't you just hate men? They can grow a beard and have a mustache, and all they have to do is shave around it. And they have a nice, beautiful, whimsical mustache. They have so much character with the facial hair. Is Wendy Williams a true man? I don't know.
I don't think so. Just the Amazon.
You know what? I think it is, Susan, because we've seen pictures of her in high school and stuff. She was actually better looking. Yeah. Like, it's funny how women. Oh no, I don't want to attack women. It's funny how humans. There we'll go. Humans will use plastic surgery to look worse.
Yeah.
There are some people who will use plastic surgery to look worse. Do you know who else did this? Okay, it's funny. If you look at the progression of Little Kim.
Oh, God.
Little Kim was cute. Now, I'm not... Okay, was she a raving beauty? No. She was cute, okay, and she could be pretty. She had maybe a rougher, how can I put it? Rougher features, aggressive looking. Let's call it that, okay. And then she had some tweaking done on her face. And then she looked really pretty.
Yeah.
Lil' Kim. And she didn't stop. She didn't stop. She kept going. Now she looks like Madonna. She looks like a white Asian woman, like Madonna does. Now, Madonna comes down her Asian look with Photoshop. Don't ever believe her pictures. I'm telling you, I have never seen someone so brave to post fake pictures in my life as Madonna. Like, I mean, she does. She takes the cake. She's the queen of Photoshop, and she's gone above and beyond everybody else. And I give her credit, I'll give her an award for it, But you know what? I zoom in, and I can see the flaws. So can everybody else. But when you zoom in, all of a sudden you could see, oh, she whitened the whites of her eyes a little too much because the white is bleeding over into the actual flesh of her eye. Oh, look, the hairline. They missed a part, and you could see the wrinkles right there. Oh. Things like that. I don't know who runs her social media, but they could do a better job. They could. And maybe her eyes are bad and she can't see it. She's probably, she's 63. I'm sure she has to wear glasses. My man has tons of facial hair, but a bald. You know what, Jerry? I've known men like that. I've known men that when they start losing the hair on their head, they start growing more on their face.
And ears.
Yes. And it really, it's because, the hair frames you. So I guess it could either frame me from here or from here, I don't know. Oh, John wants to know where Sandy Duncan is. Is Sandy Duncan, is she still alive? Do you guys know who Sandy Duncan is? She was Peter Pan, a female Peter Pan. Everybody thinks they're so avant-garde for being trans and for being non-binary and all this crap. Honey, Sandy Duncan has been playing a man her whole life. I mean, yep, sort of weird, haha. Oh, but you'll see some men out there, you don't want to shave their beard. Have you ever seen a man they could be hot. It's like, oh my God, what an attractive man. And then all of a sudden they shave their beard the next day and they have no chin and they have all like turkey neck and you're like, and they have no jawline, you know? And I'm like, you were a 10 with a beard and you are a 2 without your beard. Like it's amazing what a beard can do. It's amazing. I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about. Like, God, don't you? I honestly, if I was a man and that was me, I'd wear a fake beard. I would go. I need to go to a costume store and get fitted for one because I'm not. I haven't seen him without a beard. Just photos. Are you talking about your man, Jerry? So you have never seen your man without a beard? I think. Let me see. When me and Marquina met, I didn't have a beard. I may have had a goatee.
You had a shadow.
Oh, I like stubble. Oh my God! Hey, Susan, look at Marquina's is wearing your glasses. You see that? Marquina is wearing your glasses, Susan. Oh, look at. Oh, it's mama and child over there. Oh, it's a new boyfriend. In fact, you should really tell him, don't ever shave. I don't want to see. I say, this is how I met you. This is what you look like when you're on top of me. So, let me see. Oh, he's hairy all over the top of him. So, Jerry, do you like that? Do you like manimals? You know what? This is what you do, Jerry. Next time he's on top of you, giving it to you, put your hands around his back and just pet his fur. Just say, you manimal.
Just grate it.
Okay. Megan says, I've never seen my dad without a mustache. Oh, he probably has no lip. Huh. Does he have teeth? Because I've known men who will have no teeth, so their lip sinks in. So then they'll wear a big mustache to try to compensate. Jones, how did we meet? Oh, yes, he is an animal. Listen, me and Marquina met on a lesbian phone app called Beaver. She was on a beaver hunt. And she got on the app and then she found me. Yes. He was the other day too, I noticed. Marquina goes, hey, do you want to meet me for dinner? And I said, sure. And we didn't even have a conversation. And usually on those phone apps, the lesbians, they just talk forever and ever and ever, send you pictures of their boobs. It's like, I don't care about your boobs. And send you butthole pictures and stuff. It's like, why are you doing that? Anyway, so it was refreshing. Marquina was like a mature woman and didn't do all that. She says, hey, you want to meet me for dinner? I said, sure. It's like a real dyke, like I like.
I think I sent you a couple of beaver shots. They're already dating.
Yeah. No. We're talking about the first time. Okay. So anyway, we meet at a Mexican restaurant in a neighboring city. And then afterwards, we go outside and she lights up a Marlboro, as dykes do. Lights up a Marlboro and she's smoking it. She does this. It flicks it. She goes, hey, you want to go for a drive? I go, sure. So we get in her Ford truck. She had a big Ford white truck. And then we go up the street. And then we go to the end of a dead end road. And I was thinking, why am I at the end of a dead end road? And she turns around and we park and you see the city and stuff. And then she said, get to Eaton. That was it. He used to have, Nick used to have nice big lips and nice teeth, but not anymore. Jerry, isn't that a sexy story? You know what? I'll just tell you about us lesies. We don't fool around. We just get down to business, get to scissoring, get to scissoring. That's all that matters. But she dined that night. Okay. It was like fine dining, but now it's like she's at a slop trough, she just, And now she's just, sloppy and just, I don't know. Wait, your dad? Oh, your dad? Oh, your dad had big lips. And he used to have nice teeth, but not anymore. Oh, okay. But now, now when me and Marqueen are in bed, it's like I just open my legs and she's like, I'm slopping a hog, She just goes down there and enjoys it and just
feeding at a trough.
feeding at a trough. Where did the dogs? I was like, they go through wet grass and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, Tucker, you're wet.
Not to mention that every sprinkler, they're fascinating sprinklers being on, and we have to try to run through them or bite them or something.
Oh, there's Chaz. He goes, oh my gosh, what a treat. I sit down on the crapper and read the morning internet, and there are lovely ladies are. It's like having you in my bathroom right here with me. I'll push out an extra long in honor of each of you. Have a nice weekend.
Hold on,
Chaz, wait, hold on.
Chaz, I have my glasses off for this. Chaz, reach back, pull the cheek, reach back and grab the cheeks and pull. Reach back, grab the cheeks, pull, breathe deeply, relax the diaphragm. Have a good day.
Well, and I don't know, Chaz. He kind of has a big dumper, don't he?
He does.
Chaz, you have kind of a caboose back there.
He's got a big crapper on him.
Do you? Now I got a big one too. Well, not as big as it used to be, but I really got to spread. I spread it and then I wipe.
It's
like I'll get up and then like pull it open. You know what I mean? Because you got to get in there.
Stand for part box.
No, my mole isn't my. Joel, this is the thing. My beauty mark is always on my right side. It's the camera that can reverse. Ha ha. Thigh kisses first to see if it's okay to go down. Minimal smells. Oh yes, Jerry. You have to protect yourself. I'm gonna call Chaz, I'm gonna call you today. What's in your cleavage? It's my bra. Look. I have a bidet. I use it like a roll of TP every. Now, Megan, listen. You used to use a roll. Why would you use that much toilet paper? Do you use wet wipes?
You know what?
Huh?
People that still use toilet paper, I mean, honestly, you can't go to Costco and get the date. They're $70. You can get them at Walmart, I think.
But is your butt wet all day, Megan? Like
They're
how's it?
crusty and pasty.
And does it wash in your pee-pee area?
Ew.
Joan says you're supposed to spread them before you sit down, so then there is no mess. Well, Jones, that's the thing. It's like because I don't understand. People, especially these men with a lot of hair. I don't have a bidet, but Arturo pulled the garden hose through the bathroom window for me. That's still thoughtful. That's probably what they have to do in Mexico, don't they? Megan, I make my man use the bidet too. Only fresh ass men come near me. I would worry of yeast with a bidet. Oh, but what I want to know is, well, Chaz and Megan, since you're familiar with it, but what if you have like that poop that's like tar, like the water's just gonna hit it, like it won't wash it off.
It runs off.
Yeah. So what do you do when you have like sticky tar poops? And still, then how do you dry it? Okay, like how do you see? This is the thing. I can't trust it because I would have water washing up me, and of course, it's refreshing and everything. But how do you know it's just not wetter and sloppier? Because then you pull up your panties, and now you end up with mashed potatoes. Do you know what I'm saying? It'll be like wet poop instead of pasty poop. You know what I mean? It's like. Because you still have to use toilet paper, don't you? Joel says, keep your chins up, Hoggy. Not everyone is rich enough for a bidet. No, it's true. We used to have one, but it broke. Marquina used it all the time. Scrub it with a brush. Megan says it sprays it off. It's a very powerful jet that shoots directly in your booty hole. It doesn't spray everywhere. Then you wipe your butt. Oh, with toilet paper. You know what? I can picture Megan doing this. Look at Megan. So do you like let's say you're sitting on the toilet, Okay, and like you press the button. I only worry about the poop on Thursdays. Why do all the cleaning every day? Well, that's true. But can you see, okay, like you're sitting on the toilet and you push the button or do whatever. Do you do this? Okay, I would imagine you just kind of sit there and it sprays. But can you like kind of spread and arch your back and it will spray your bean? Do you let it like you go like, you know what I mean? So you can give it more. You want to open it up and open up the oyster and then get the spray on the bean. Can you do that? John as is always clean. He uses dude wipes. I do use I mean I buy Walmart wet wipes. I do. And Marquina actually showers. Showers her butt after she poops. Because it's bad. I'm telling you, Marquina if Marquina does not take a full bath after she poops, it's gross.
It's just smeary and sticky and peanut buttery.
Joel says rinse out the grotto. There is no reason to clean your butt more frequently than you brush your teeth. Isn't that true? We do. We care more about our butts than our teeth.
Yep.
Mine won't spray the bean, LOL. I have to position totally differently. Well, Megan, you could sit backwards, can't you? Yeah, Megan, I've given you an idea, haven't I? Sit backwards on the toilet. Wash the bean. I have a feeling you'll have the cleanest bean in your state. Yeah, that's it, Mark. Just turn around on the toilet and you get the bean sprayed. Joel says clam diving for pearls is Hoggy's underwater grotto. I love the grotto, don't you, Marquina? I love the grotto. Oh my God, I want to go to Glen Ivy Hot Springs. It's a place in Corona by us. They have a grotto. You go down there and you get covered in mud or clay. You go in the grotto, you dip all this dirt and clay all over you, then you go out in the sun and you bake. And then it all cracks. And then you go into the mineral baths. I want to do that. But this is the thing. Okay. Oh, Marquina, would that be great? Listen, we could go there because we know it's all filled with rich housewives up in like Corona Hills. All the rich, I bet you all the Orange County wives go there too because they don't have nothing like that in Orange County.
Nope.
So I know they come over the hills and they go into I bet you it's Glen Ivy Hot Springs in Corona. Hi Tina, how are you, dear? Tina, I didn't know you're a YouTuber too. Tina, I'm banned from TikTok until the 29th. I don't do anything. Do you ever get banned? I don't do anything. I really don't. Megan says, what the F is up with Boar's Head? 10 deaths from eating a freaking sandwich. You know what? I always thought Boar's Head was like a good brand. Like I thought it was like, didn't you, Marquina? Boar's Head was like a good brand for like
Thought so.
for like cold cuts and stuff.
Thought so.
Wait, Tina says I haven't gone live because I get taken. So really? What? You know what, Megan? Okay, you guys. Okay, Tina.
Tina T.
It's Tina. It's terrible, Tina.
Hi,
Yeah.
Tina.
Okay, Tina. Do you? Okay, now Tina is a TikToker like me. Tina, listen. Do you think the reason why we get banned, we get kicked off, is because people are reporting us, and then TikTok's like, we're just going to get rid of them. You know what I mean? Whether we deserve to be reported or not. Chaz says, I learned something last night. Never follow up a 3 enchilada and refried beans with a whole bag of popcorn.
No, not good. Not good.
The aftermath will take up your whole morning.
Yeah, boys.
Chaz, did you put coffee on top of that too?
Oh, definitely in a beer.
Oh my, and beer. Mark said throw a beer in there too. Oh my God.
Better yet, a Michelada.
A michelada. I love micheladas. I would, you know what, you guys, okay, me and Marqueen have been taking it very easy this month as far as eating out. But I'm going to tell you, as soon as we get the money, I can't wait to go to brunch and get a michelada. I want to go to like a Mexican brunch somewhere. I want to do the brunch buffet at Calaveras with a never ending micheladas or mimosas. The one, Marquina, see, when we went to brunch with the girl, with those girls, with all the Latinas, we we didn't go to the brunch. We didn't go to the buffet. The buffets are only on Sunday. So yes, we had to order from the brunch menu. No, I want to go to Calaveras and have their brunch buffet with the never-ending mimosas, and I believe they also do never-ending micheladas. You know what? I used to make fun of micheladas. I didn't like them. I thought, it was like a bean drink. I'll just put it that way. I loved it. I'm a bean. I love them. Okay. Hi, Donna. How are you? Thoughts of Tina said yes. Oh, yeah. Gravy up the walls. That's what it is. You have gravy. Chaz is blowing gravy up and down the bathroom walls. It's the men reporting. I think I'm driving to California for. Oh, Tina, please come visit us, or we'll visit you. We'll go out to lunch. We'll go to brunch. We'll do something. You probably don't know what real Mexican food is living in NY, huh?
Oh, she has no clue.
Yeah. I mean, she probably has good Italian food in New York and probably Puerto Rican food, I would assume. But yeah, oh no. Yes, I will. You have to, dear. You have to. You have to. Okay. So,
We'll give her the full California experience. We'll put a tent right there in the backyard. You know
what, Mark? You know what? We can even put you up. Yeah, Marquina has a great idea. We'll give you the full California experience. We'll put a tent in the backyard. Yes. We'll provide poop. There'll be bushes for you to poop in. What else? We'll give you. I'll give you my EBT card, and you could use it to buy food up at the store. What else?
She can have all the water, bathing, and eating.
Yes, we have pond. We have a pond. We have tanks that you could bathe in. Hey, you're looking at the garage barking. There's nothing there.
Yes, there is.
No, but look at him. He is actually facing the garage door. What are you barking at? You know what I think dogs kind of go through a period where they're learning to bark or learning to watch your house. Because Tucker really, he's decided his job is to be a watchdog. And he's decided, okay, I'm the big man around here, and I'm gonna threaten everybody, and I'm gonna secure the place. But he looks under our bed and barks. And then we start thinking, is that Moshe's ghost? He's barking at Moshe's ghost. I don't sure. But then, like right now, he's facing the garage. There's nothing there, and he's just barking at it. You broke my ankle, Donna. You broke your ankle in 3 places.
Oh,
I mean,
that
is it
ceiling fan must have been moving really fast.
the ceiling fan?
Yeah, she had her ankles in the air.
Oh, were your ankles? Did you have heels to heaven? Is that what happened? And the ceiling fan hit it, dear. 3 places. I would just cut it off.
Jesus.
I honestly think I would just cut it off because dear, you're gonna always have arthritis in that ankle. I'm chopping it off at the knee, and I'm getting a cute foot. I'm getting a cute shin.
You can put different shoes on it.
Yes, you can get they now make feet with a heel, so it's like a Barbie foot. You can you can attach a leg to your knee. They would never know. You can even put tattoos on it. But you could switch the leg out depending on the shoes you're wearing. You could say, I need a foot for a 5-inch heel, and you can still wear heels. You don't have to compromise fashion for if you are missing a leg. Yeah, and collect disability. Yes, Tina, come here, collect disability. Well, you could just being home, Gary. You can come here and say you're homeless while you're in California. That day, they will give you an EBT card. You could sit here and dine in California for free while you're on vacation. Okay. Okay, I gotta go and list stuff on eBay. Oh, okay. Bye, love. Be careful. I hope Tina, you're black and oppressed. I don't know if that'll work here. Everybody's black.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, the Mexicans don't care. See, that's the thing. I think these black people that play that aggression game, they better think about it. They really better, because I'm telling you, the Mexicans are breeding. Okay, they're breeding, and more are coming in. The white people are dying off. That game's gonna stop real quick. Believe me, it's gonna stop real quick. Because I'm gonna tell you what the Mexicans are gonna do is they're like, oh well, what about me? Okay, fuck you. I didn't bring you here. I'm not the colonizer. Even though they are, because they're Spanish. The Spanish were huge colonizers. Okay, so you could always get them on that. But yeah, they're not. They don't care. They don't got no guilt. Okay, you can't capitalize off their guilt. They don't care. Why not just strap the heels onto your stub? Well, but see, the thing is, Chad's their foot, it'll never hurt. In fact, she could wear the biggest heel ever. It will never hurt. That's a good idea. Just put the stump in it. Best entertainment right here with Hoggy. My 11-year-old nephew died, and I was his gay auntie Joel. You make me unsad. Well, Joel, I can't make now. What am I supposed to make a dead nephew joke? Well, that's sad, dear. I know that's sad. God, 11. That's so young. That's terrible. Chess says Arturo colonized me. He's always invading my border. I bet. Chess. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Does Arturo still make baby gravy? Is he that old? I mean, I think the gravy is always being made, isn't it? His gay auntie uncle. You weren't his gunkle. I know a lot of homos will do that. They say, "Oh, I'm his gunkle, gay uncle." It sounds like a disease, doesn't it? Gunkle doesn't sound attractive. Doesn't sound pretty or glamorous. Bettina, yeah, black and oppressed. Oh no, pushing his way in where he wasn't invited. Isn't that just like them, Chaz? Though they do. They push their way in, don't they? Mm-hmm. Always gunkle butt. Sounds awful, doesn't it? Chaz, is your Latin lover still in Latin America? Is he still in Latin America doing his thing? Marquina was showing that the puppy dogs like their koi time with Marquina. They get to look at the koi. Marquina feeds them, and the dogs like the koi food too. They get little koi food treats. They love it. They're gonna start looking like it improves their fish face. Yeah, the Shih Tzu kind of has the Shih Tzu kind of has a fish face, I love it. It's Tucker. His little teeth are showing. His little bottom teeth, like that, and his lips are really jet black and shiny. And then he has these bright white teeth, and it just looks like he's smiling. It really looks like he's doing blackface. No, the blackface would be white lips, huh? You know what? Tina. T told me, she goes, she's gonna come here, California.
That'd be so cool.
No, listen, we're gonna put her in a tent, EBT card, everything. And she goes, yeah, I'm black and oppressed. And I go, oh dear, that ain't gonna work here. Hey, the Mexicans don't care.
They don't care.
Oh no. That's what I told her. I go, you know what, you guys, the black and oppressed crowd, reparation crowd, you better be careful. Because you better be careful what you wish for. Because as soon as the white people are dead, you're gonna lose all of that guilt privilege. You're no longer gonna be able to look at somebody and go, hey, what you better check that privilege. But all of a sudden, now the whole United States will be nothing but minorities, right? Yeah, what's gonna happen, Marquina? Think about it. When the Latin majority happens, which is already happening, how are we gonna do we have to now diverse that?
It's going to be like Atlanta. Terrible roads, terrible crime. Everything's going to be dirty and ugly. Really awful.
I don't under. I'm just trying to understand what the future is going to look like, because you no longer will have people to blame. You know what I mean? But I guess you can blame
No, they don't have historic trauma.
historic trauma.
After the actual quote unquote threat is gone, then they'll have historic trauma to deal with. And that's going to take several generations.
Yeah, but are the Mexicans gonna feel for that?
Huh?
Are the Mexicans gonna care?
Oh, it's going to be them doing it. They're gonna have to overcome their own colonialism.
Oh. Yeah, because they like to throw words around. It's like, but honey, you're a colonizer
They
too.
are the originals.
So I don't know what you're talking about. I have a down low gunkle. Is he white or black, Tina? Is he a black gunkle or a white gunkle? Arturo is back from Costa Rica. I think he cheated on me with a monkey. His pee smelled like bananas. Well, he might be bringing a monkey. He could have brought you back monkeypox. Does he have any leeches on him or anything?
What about ticks?
Ticks, leeches.
Internal parasites.
Yeah, internal parasites.
Little rubber bands coming out of his butt.
Trichinosis, scarlet fever, malaria, Nile virus.
Leptospirosis.
What Marquina said. Cancer, jungle cancer. Jungle AIDS. Oh, venereal warts, monkey warts. Oh, just imagine the stuff he has on him from Costa Rica, Chaz. Dear, did you give him the full like silkwood wire brush shower? You know,
What they used zircon gas?
zircon gas,
Zyklon gas.
and that like kind of delouses you.
Yeah, louse it.
Did you delouse him? Jungle bunnies. Did you go through and pick like the little ticks out of his hair? And you know how they do that. How would we ever know if he got a new intestinal virus?
Look, rubber bands.
Rubber bands in the toilet. It'll look like little rubber bands in the toilet, like little parasites and stuff. Also, the smell. You know, I'm sure. Well, I can imagine. I bet you Arturo could really blow up a bathroom.
Oh yeah.
He just looks like he could really blow up a bathroom. Maybe it's worse. I don't know. Thoughts of Tina. We have to start breeding with white people. See, well, Tina, you're halfway there. Tina, so Tina, if you bred with a white man, then your baby would be what, 25%? Is that a mulatto? Is a mulatto a quadroon? Oh, your uncle's gay, of course. It's always the white ones that are gay. There's a lot of black ones now, huh? I'm seeing a lot of gay black men. There's a lot. I mean, when you've got like LeBron James and these people coming out in dresses, they're really pushing it to your black.
I mean, I'll carry horses and weird shit.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? I just can't believe they're doing it on. They want to do that. I don't think they want to do that. I don't think they do. I mean, we've always. Well, you know what? I sit here and I say about white people have always done it, but you know what? We forget. You know, people like Prince and Little Richard, they were pushing that too. They're pushing I'm not saying Prince was gay. I love them all. I love them. But yeah, I guess in our lifetime, we have seen that. We have seen the feminization of black men.
Big time.
And if you think about it, Little Richard, they've really been doing that from the 50s, haven't they?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I take it all back. I take it all back. Black men are as big as homos as white guys. I take it all back. I take it all back. Okay. Yeah, for every Freddie Mercury, we had a Little Richard. You know, we had Boy George, and then we had, Prince. Although Boy George was gay, but Prince said he wasn't gay. So we still had that, the denial. I'm not saying Prince is gay. I'm just saying he wore high heels, women's clothing and makeup. Whatever. But then he also, it's funny because he wanted to be hyper masculine too. Like he wanted to be sexy with the women, like he could really romance them and stuff, right? Do women really want a 5'1" man?
Apparently they do.
Like, would you want a 5'1" man in heels that wears as much makeup as you do, but you're not gay? Huh.
apparently after all that bouncing around on stage, he had no end in sight of supers.
Oh.
And there are lots of little half Prince people running around that claim that they're dead.
Oh, Joel said fun size. Thoughts? Oh, yeah. Your offspring would be 75 if you were. Do you have a preference? I'll be honest with you. Now Marquina does have a preference. Marquina does.
Sure do.
I don't. Well, for me, I could, whoever I like, not racist like Marquina, but do you have a? I don't want to see a racial preference because do you have a? Yes. Do you have a physical preference? An aesthetic preference. There we go. Like, do you prefer? Wait, have you seen the Tupac interview when he was 17 talking about wanting to be an actor? Total homo. Yeah, Tupac is an act. He was playing. Yeah, he was acting all right. He was acting like a rapper. Yeah, I saw snippets of that, Chaz. But I didn't see the whole thing. But yeah, I can I be honest with you? I really never understood why he was so popular. Like, the only song I remember, I was a diesel mechanic at the time that he was popular, and the guys that I worked with would play a song about his mom. And it's like, why? I don't. It was like he sounded like a boy crying for his mother. I don't know what it was, but I guess at that time a lot of rap people were complaining about their parents. I don't know. I'll tell you what I got tired of. I just got tired of the complaining all the time. It's like, oh God, I don't care about your upbringing. And even like, let's say if I wouldn't want to hear a song about my dad abusing me when you've really been abused. You're like, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear happy stuff. I want to hear about your bitches and hoes. That's what I want to hear about. I want to hear about your bitches and hoes. I don't want to hear about how much you love your mom. I don't care. Just like when Ozzy Osbourne saying, "Mama, I'm coming home." Really, Ozzy, you're an old man. Your mom's probably dead. Like, I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? I like to hear disco music, dancing, happy disco music. Thoughts of Tina? Oh, you like your Spanish men. There you go. Now, Tina. Okay. Now I know Spanish is like saying white. It's like, because every Latin race is, there's some Spanish in there, right? So do you have a specific Spanish? Like, I would imagine living in New York, you probably know a lot of Puerto Rican men. Maybe, do Cubans get up there? I don't know. And you'll have to forgive my forgiveness. Are Dominicans black or Latin or a mix of both? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because that's not really a thing you see here, Dominican Republicans. But I don't know. Are they like Afro-Latins or whatever? Like, I don't know what. So Spanish men. So do you? Well, I would imagine you have Mexicans up there too. But down here, I'll tell you, in Southern California, because we're so close to the border, we see all the different types of Latins, all the different breeds of Latin, and you can start telling them apart. Kind of like you could tell white people apart. You can tell who's Irish, and then you could see then a Britain person, their teeth are all messed up, mangled up teeth. But they are part Latin and African, I believe. Like Tina, like, do you know what a cholo is? Would you want a cholo? Like, I don't know if that's something specific to California, but You know, they're like Mexican guys who wear wife beater tank tops and shorts that are way too big for them that go to their ankles. Then they wear like white socks up to their knees. And back when I was younger, they'd wear slippers. I don't think they wear slippers anymore. You know, the black corduroy slippers. And they used to like slick their hair back. And then sometimes they even wear a hairnet. I don't know. Do they still do that? Do the cholos still do that? They'll wear a hairnet. I don't know. It's like they look like a lunch lady. I don't know why they did that because they wore Tres Flores or Suavecito in their hair and they'd slick it back, and then put a hairnet on it. It's like, why are you wearing a hairnet? They're part Latin and African. You know, when I met a young man named Enrique Torrio. He's like a leader of a boy band. I met him in Beverly Hills. He's like one of those Afro Puerto Rican guys. And everybody said he was a white supremacist. I'm all, well, I don't see how. He looked, you know, he looks like that. And all the guys that are around him are not white. So I'm trying to understand how this is a white supremacy thing. And, you know, nothing makes sense anymore. It just doesn't make sense. Oh, look at the baby. Look at, I like it, the babies. Oh, Marquina's feeding the babies.
Boys. Carrots and goat.
Oh, Marquina is giving them carrots and goat meat.
Yeah. What?
Hold on, let me get my settings. You guys, come get your food. You know, these dogs, sometimes you really gotta entice them. Yeah, baby, come on, you babies. Look at them. Come on, babies. Look at your food. It's goat meat and carrots. There's Marquina, of course, put too much food in there. It's all gonna go to waste. Go eat that. You're gonna eat it, but see what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that in their bedroom and they will eat it by tonight. It seems like they like a small breakfast and a large dinner. And it's almost like, you know, Marquina, if you think about it, we get them, we provide them food, but they're letting us know how they want to eat. Yeah. So we actually realized we feed them more than they really want. Look at Huck Tuckerson is sitting there and his food is there. And Titus is way over there by the looking under the gate. He's Mrs. Kravitz. He's Mrs. Kravitz. He likes to go there and stick his head under there and look, which we like. Marquina even drilled holes in the fence so that he can look under there. Wait. Okay, Tina likes Puerto Ricans to be specific. Now, Tina, are they like passionate? Like, do you want a man to grab you and pull you? See, I can see Tina's feisty. Yeah, I think Tina's feisty.
She wants your ponytail pulled with a cell phone thrown against the wall.
Yeah, Marquina says that you're the type of girl who wants your ponytail pulled and your cell phone smashed against a wall.
Yep.
Gagging says, I think Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister, looks like a dinner lady. And yes, Spanish men are hot, as are Italians. Tina says, yeah, she wants Puerto Rican to be specific. That's because she's raised. That's because she was raised with that, huh?
Yeah.
Chaz says, cholos buy one set of clothes that are still in style for them into their 80s. Very, very frugal people.
That's efficiency.
Yeah, I was talking about how cholos wear the wife beater and the black dicky shorts down to their ankles, but then they pull the white socks all the way up to the knees and wear corduroy slippers.
Well,
and a hairnet.
Yeah, you gotta get real big so they last.
Yeah, you get them big so you can grow into them. I mean, you can only eat so many tacos before you gain weight.
And you gotta have someplace to put your AR-15.
Your AR-15 can easily fit in the pants. Oh, I can't. Pit bull bait. Are you saying my dogs are pit bull bait?
No, the owners are pit bull bait.
Oh, Dominicans can be white or black. Oh, I didn't know that. See, I just thought they were kind of.
And
Yeah. But I knew she'd know because they're more out there.
Yeah.
My German Shepherd is the same way. Terrier will eat anytime, any place, anything. Yeah, so these dogs are fun. They're funny dogs. They're funny dogs. Like you could feed them and they kind of will look at the food and they'll walk around it and sniff it. And then they'll go and inspect each other's bowls to make sure like what they got like a fair portion or whatever. And then they'll walk away. And it's almost like they wait for somebody to go to a bowl and then the other one will go. It's like, they just observe and then compete. Nick Deverlimp says, looking particularly voluptuous hog, do you need a permit or license for those? I don't. No. And I'm really kind of getting used to them. And look at, I bought, I don't know, ladies, I bought this tube top sports bra. It really holds these puppies up. And I'm going to tell you, he's weigh about 10 pounds. Okay. Oh, you don't want that Cholo, Tina? Is Marquina Latino? Marquina, do you identify as Latino?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, culturally, yes. I mean, how do you live this close to the border and not? I don't,
We have to be Latino in San Bernardino. That's the only restaurant options that we have.
You have to be Latino. Yeah, that's all we have. And you know what? I'm going to be on. I'm going to tell you something. I know a girl.
Literally, there's 47 different kinds of tortillas in every goddamn store here.
Okay, so I have a friend who works like for like the behavioral health department, like in the government, right? Do you know what she said to me? She said, whenever you sign up for anything in Southern California, always say you're Mexican. And she's Mexican. Okay. Always say you're Mexican because then you will get the services that you want. And I go, are you serious? She goes, I'm not. I'm just telling you that. All the social workers are Hispanic. All the county workers are Hispanic. Just say you're Mexican. Like, and it's true, you can, because anybody can be Mexican. They don't ask you what color you are. Well, they do have a box that says white Hispanic. Those are apparently, I think, for the Hispanics that want to be white. They don't want to identify as Latin or whatever. Or maybe they go, you know what? I am kind of light, and my eyes are kind of light. I'm white Hispanic. The whole thing, Marquina, if you think about it, white Hispanic. The original Hispanics are white.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Like, I never considered it like that. They come from Hispania, from Iberia. They're Europeans. Hispanics are European. It's the Latins that aren't. So if you're Latin American, well, no, wait a minute. Did you know that I saw someone say that the Latins are really Italians, French, Portuguese? That is the real Latin people. And I'm like, because their language is based off Latin. And so they are the original Latin people. And that the Latin Americans are just colonized people.
Pretty much.
Colonized people that the colonizers mixed with the indigenous people. And I think it's very interesting that those people think they're better for some reason than the white people who did the same thing. Isn't that funny? Isn't it funny? You think you're better? Honey, the blood of the colonizer courses through your veins as it does mine.
Continuously.
Yes. And you know what's so funny? Has there ever been any people that have never been colonized?
No.
I mean, that humans have inhabited a whole planet. Lets you know that everybody's been colonized. You can't do it without colonizing. And the thing is, colonizing is a good thing. It's a good thing, but people want to act like it's bad. Okay. Brooke says, I can't stand to see a white boy dressed cholo. It looks ridiculous. Oh, really, Brooke? So are you a racist and think that like Latins and blacks can't wear 3-piece suits like white people? Huh? Let me see. Tina says, I want a man who will distract security while I take a TV.
There you go, baby. There you go.
Oh, then you need a gangster. You need a gangster, Tina. Yeah. You want him to walk down one aisle as a decoy and they'll watch him while you're doing the theft.
You gotta get dark with it.
That's you got to get a dark one then, dear. I don't know. I see, and I think that's probably a sticking point with Tina. I don't think Tina wants. She wants Tina. I bet you. I'm gonna tell you because I knew a girl like this, a Latin girl. Okay, or Mexican. We'll call her Mexican. She was extremely fair skinned, like lighter than my lightest part. Like she had blue veins and everything. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you that bitch would not step in the sun
At all.
I'm telling you, one day she came to work and her arm was brown. And I go, what happened to your arm? She goes, I accidentally hung it out the window of the car. Okay. But anyway, she actually had an abortion because she got pregnant with a dark skinned guy. I'm not kidding you. I swear to you. I swear to you.
But she's proud of it.
Yeah. Oh, she didn't care.
I'm proud of her for a video.
Kamala told a bunch of schoolgirls they be better public speakers if they pretended like they're on the sinking Titanic. Proof she knows Democrats are sinking America. So yeah, Tina, do you want a man who's your complexion or lighter? Is that important to you? I'll be honest, that's important to Marquina. It is.
Straight up.
Straight up. And I'm going to tell you, you know what? You want to know my preference? And there are a lot of white people like this. I don't want no one lighter than me either. I don't want it.
Pure narcissism. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't want anybody lighter than me. You want to know why? Because I want all the privilege. That's why. All the privilege bestowed upon me in San Bernardino. I don't want anybody lighter than me. I don't want no one with more freckles than me, more rosacea, none of that. No, I don't want no one with more skin cancer, freckles, moles, none of that. I want all that privilege. Oh, the puppy dogs are at the gate. You know, when me and Marquina go to a store, I think I distract them. I'm the distractor. I'm the one who's distracting. Wait, Chaz says, if I were to have kids, I'd want them to be brown so they knew it was their job to serve me when I'm old. You know what, Chaz? You only have one hole to birth children out of, and they're always going to be brown. Always. Well, that's what I told somebody said on here. Well, you know, can you say something that would make people want to have children? Yeah. You get a kid, you get a welfare check for them, you raise them, and hopefully they'll have babies before they move out, and they'll continue the welfare cycle, bringing more money in the house. And then when you get old, you have someone to wipe your butt. That's why you have kids. Where is Marquina, the hot Latino? Marquina, I don't think you have any. Do you have any of that kind of blood, you know, that spicy blood in you?
Northern Italian, Southern Italian.
Yeah, Marquina has a speck of Southern Italian. Let me see. Yeah, the rest is at the equator or above, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well above.
Yeah, Marquina has a very diverse DNA sample, I'll tell you. She has a piece of her that's at the hottest part of the equator, and some of her that is from the highest part of the Arctic Circle. You know? You know what, Marquina?
Yeah.
Your African ancestors colonized Europe.
They did.
Wait a minute. I just had an epiphany here. Who the hell do Africans think they are?
They own everything.
Who do you think you are? You are the original and the best colonizers ever. Wait. Oh wait, close enough.
Strong too.
Yeah, like don't ever let a black person tell you you have privilege or to call you a colonizer. This is how they've made it all these years. They have been colonizing all these years and then blaming others. It's a real good. I love it. That's a real good. That's a good act right there. That's a good gig.
Life started at the quote unquote Great Rift.
Yeah.
That means they had to colonize the entire continent of Africa. And then they moved out of Africa everywhere else.
You know what? I'm going to tell you the Africans have gotten off easy. They really have. Not only do they colonize the planet, they are white people. And then after they became white people, they go to Africa and buy more black people. And black people capture them and sell them. And then they come here and then they blame themselves because they're the white people. Like, I don't understand. It just, Tina says lighter so they can have a white privilege card, right, Tina? Yeah. And then, then maybe your kid will be, but what you're gonna have to do, Tina, is immediately when you have a child, you're just gonna have to invest in sunscreen because, that kid, you want it to have maximum privilege.
Or those suits they put them in, the little sun suits.
Those sun suits.
SPF 90 suits.
Yeah, the SPF suits. You're gonna want to do that. And I'm sure your child will have a straighter, finer hair texture. But you never know. I mean, you're gonna want the man you pick, you're gonna want to look at his mother and father. Because there might be a secret afro in there. Okay. So you're gonna want to make sure, because really, are you gonna want to spend that much time and money on your child's hair? You got to think about that. I'm not just talking for money. It's expensive, I'm sure. And are you really going to want to buy lace fronts for your baby? That can get very expensive. So you got to consider that. What are you guys doing? They were barking under the gate. Then Marquina went over there to go see them, and they took off. Was that Rosa Rodriguez walking by?
I was hoping it was.
Dumb
Broad.
Dumb bitch.
Yeah, dumb broad.
Puta. Well, I don't know what to do with the rest of my Saturday. I gotta do laundry. Have you guys ever done laundry and you let the clothes stay in the washer a day too long, and that was a hot day, and then you dry your clothes and then you throw them on the couch, and then when you go to them and start folding them, they stink? That's what happened to me. I was upset because I wore one of the tank tops, and throughout the day, as I'm heating up, I could start smelling musty, and I'm like, this is the most awful smell. I hate that smell. It smells like an old sponge in your sink or something. And I'm like, nope, I gotta rewash all my clothes. So I rewash all my clothes, and I put like a cup full of, it's some deodorizer called Odoban. It works really good. So I did that. But you know what I want? Add vinegar to the water. I know, and I just bought vinegar too. I don't know why. You know what really tastes good to me? And I haven't had it forever, is KFC. I just want that flavor of chicken. But this is the thing. Every time I've been there in the past, it seems like the chickens are getting smaller. And it's like, I want like a big piece. I want a big piece of chicken. I don't want like I don't want little pigeon pieces. Oh, You had chicken last night. You had a spam sandwich. Tina, 3 Africans owe you $7.54. Like combined, or they each owe it? Chaz says Julia Dreyfus says discourse will be kinder when Kamala is president. Really? Is that what she thinks? I thought that was why we selected Biden. So he even failed at that. Well, see, it's the thing. Kamala's been vice president for 4 years now. I don't know. She didn't seem to have an impact as vice president. She could have she could have made a difference. I mean, and why, I want to know something. Why is it that we saw more of Mike Pence than we see of Kamala? It's what it's almost like. It's almost as if Kamala was like an honorary vice president. Like, well, it's just title only. There's no real job, It just seemed like Mike Pence worked more than Kamala Harris. It's almost like Kamala Harris's job is just to be a black woman with VP at the end of her name. It just doesn't seem like she does it. It's weird when you hear her talk. You don't feel like you're listening to the vice president. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's filling in for the vice president. Like when she speaks, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of confidence or knowledge, or I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm racist. Charlotte says, you didn't smell it when you were taking them out of the washer. No, I didn't. I'll be honest with you. I did smell them. Now I'm being completely honest. I smelt them and I go, and the thing is, I had put my Bath and Body Works scented beads in there, and I'm like, why doesn't it smell good? And then I go, it doesn't smell good, but it doesn't really smell bad. But I do smell an ounce of like must. You know what? I'm going to dry it, and I'll throw a dryer sheet in there, and maybe it'll work. And it didn't. It actually, I think the drying action made it worse. Original flavor, greasy. Mark, I love that, and everybody loves really crispy chicken. And I'm not saying I don't either, but I do like the greasy, floppy KFC skin. I just do. It's almost like being with, someone uncircumcised. Thoughts with Tina, I will drink sunscreen my whole pregnancy. Charlotte says, it was for the title and the money. Kamala is like a substitute. Right, Joshua? Isn't that the perfect way of putting it? Kamala Harris is a substitute teacher. She is. It's like when the substitute teacher walks in, you're like, yes, it's movie day. Hold on. I can't stand when I see flies on my dog's food. They're not eating it, so I'm going to put it back in the house. I can't stand it. I don't know why. It just bothers me. Like, I feel like they're going to put maggots in the food, and then the dogs will be eating maggots, and I don't want that, even though it's probably great for them. I bet you maggots are probably nutritional, isn't it? I bet you there's lots of nutrition in maggots, but I just don't want. I think maggots are like the most disgusting thing in the world. I don't know why. Tina, you don't like your KFC in New York? How come? Marquina, you know what I want for lunch today?
What's that?
And you know what? I know you'll find something on the menu you like, because we haven't had it in a while. But I know it's disgusting.
Sushi.
No. Oh no, I don't think sushi is disgusting. Marquina don't like sushi. I want KFC.
Really?
I do. I want KFC chicken. I don't want the sandwiches. I want the chicken, because I want that greasy, herbally KFC flavor.
All right. Where's the KFC around?
There's one.
University. Yes.
That probably might be the most decent one. The problem with where we live, guys, is sometimes you just don't want to eat at the place because you know where it's at and you know the population of people who are serving you. And I think that that's really, you know, Arquina, you know what I think? I think we think we're better than people.
What we are. See, here's the thing. If the person's making your burger has long nails,
Right. You
you
know,
shouldn't eat there.
you know what's been on those nails.
They've been scratching and picking everything. You're not. No.
There's no way that somebody with long nails doesn't have fecal mucus, skin, boogers. They have something under their nails. They do. I mean, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't. I'm saying they shouldn't have the nails if they're doing food service. I mean, it's like, dear, I can't trust you. You have more nail than finger.
Yeah.
And you can't wear gloves. Wait. Hi, Joshua. How are you? Charlotte says, my son has done that. And they have to be rewashed or they smell like dirty. It's true, Charlotte. I had to. I did it. Kamala is more like a substitute hooker. She fills in, but we're just not feeling it. Well, Chaz, are you suggesting that Kamala is deep and wide? Leola says, I haven't had KFC in 4 years. It's been a long time. Oh my God, where Gladys lives, she used to, before COVID. And see, this alone is a reason why I hate COVID. She had a KFC buffet near her. That's rare to see, a KFC buffet. Me and Gladys would walk in there and we would pay like $12. I don't know what it was. All the fried chicken you could eat, all the biscuits or the rolls, the gravy, mashed potatoes. Then it had even desserts and all kinds of stuff. A coleslaw. I love their coleslaw. But I was like, I'm in heaven. I am in hog heaven. And then COVID comes. They shut everything down, reopen it. Now all of a sudden nobody wants a buffet. Why is it that nobody wants a buffet anymore? Or people just decided, oh no, we're not going to serve it anymore. I know lots of places that stopped doing buffets. I also know places that are picking it back up again. But all of a sudden buffets are $100. It's like, wait a minute, hold up. How did you go? You can be in Vegas and you can get a buffet for $20 and you could eat and it'd be great. Now they're like $80. It's like, seriously? Why would I don't get it. Oh my God, I'm going to get ready and go to the drive-thru so I can gobble it up without anyone looking at me. Do you want to know, Scarab City? You want to know honestly what a fat ass I have been in my life? I have gone to McDonald's. This is when I was a really fat trucker. I would be in my truck and I would go to Taco Bell and I would eat the food and I'd be like, I'm still hungry. And then I would go through like another drive-thru. Like I would eat 2 dinners in 2 different drive-thrus. Or I've actually gone one place and gotten fries because I liked their fries and then gone to another place and got a hamburger. Like, I'm like, what? One day I'm sitting in the drive-thru or I'm sitting in the parking lot eating 2 different meals from 2 different places. And I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I don't like buffets. If you have poop all over my fingers, I can't imagine how dirty Chaz, I know. No, I know. And it's something that Chaz, I don't know. I'm willing to eat poop to eat a buffet. I am. Yeah, I'll eat poop as long as it's on a buffet table. Their chicken pot pies are so good. Ours reopened a year ago. Prices are outrageous. Portions much smaller. Before COVID, it was $19.99 for the big bucket meal. Now it's $60. You want to know what they're doing here? And I'm sure they're doing it everywhere. All of a sudden, places are coming out with like $5 meals. Like Rallies, which is Checkers in a lot of places. They have like a $5 or $6 meal where you actually get like a hamburger or a chicken sandwich. You get the little nuggies, but the nuggies are like this now. They're not like nuggets. They're bites. They're calling them bites. You get fries and a drink and an apple pie. And Rally's has a really good apple pie. It's my favorite fast food pie, but for $5. And so when they came out with that, me and Mark Queen are like, yes, okay, we're going to eat there a lot. And that has actually been pretty good. We're waiting for Del Taco to come out with a value meal. They haven't. Jack in the Box sometimes does it, but they still, for some reason, Jack in the Box, they cannot get as cheap as Rally's or McDonald's. McDonald's has a $6 meal now too. We're just not McDonald's people. And this is what I understand. Okay, down the street from us, we have, okay, a Del Taco, a Jack in the Box, a Carl's Jr., a McDonald's, and a place called George's, more of an independent place. Everybody's drive-through will be empty, but McDonald's drive-through will be going out to the street. And I'm like, what? Are they selling crack out of McDonald's? Because I just never thought. Now, I'm not saying that I don't like McDonald's. I'm just saying it's not like my favorite, but it's a childhood favorite. We all know the flavor of McDonald's. We all know we can rely on McDonald's consistency. But I don't understand why they have drive-through lines blocking traffic while the other ones have none. Like, I don't understand that at all. McDonald's has got them. Oh, wait. McDonald's has got them, and then Burger King has the $5 meal too, where you get fries and a drink and nuggets. And then, yes, you know what? We had Burger King last night. We actually got a family meal deal where you got 3 Whoppers, 3 double cheeseburgers, 3 fries, and it was $21. I didn't think it was that bad. So that's what we had for dinner last night. I have to go. I'm off to Home Depot so I can sand some wood later. Oh, you're going to smooth out Arturo? Okay, well, good. I'll call you and we can talk about your project.
Have fun, Chaz.
What about Baker's? I don't know if Baker's has any. Well, Baker's is kind of an affordable place.
It's not like it used to be good.
Yeah, it used to be good, but we do go once in a great while. You know what, Marquina, have you noticed that Baker's has done a lot? In our lifetime, they have just revamped their menu several times. Like they would do mama meals and papa meals, but then you can get a burger or a taco. They kind of went through some complicated meals, didn't they?
I remember the mama and papa bake whatever baby baker.
Yeah,
like in high school.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, out of all the fast food places, I'll say that I think Baker's has a complicated way of ordering.
Yeah.
I thought it was always kind of fussy. Or Farmer Boys. You know what? I'll tell you, Ross.
Oh, Farmer Boys is so good.
We do love Farmer Boys. We just don't like their new prices. But Farmer Boys was always kind of expensive,
Yeah.
but you knew that you were getting a better product. And we used to take our dog into Baker's. Yes, we took our dogs inside the restaurant, but in a stroller and zipped up in the stroller. And the manager would come over and loved our dog. She was a very nice lady. Didn't mind it at all. No one ever complained. We'd go in there, get our food. We'd go sit at a table and Moshe would sit in his stroller and we'd feed him a hamburger or whatever. But in the stroller, he'd stay in the stroller. But anyway, but then we saw their prices started going up, and we're like, "Gosh, Marquina, it's getting so expensive." It's like the two of us go out to fast food, and that's $30. It's like that's
$60.
it was $60, and we're like, you know what? I would much rather for $60. I'd rather go to the beach, have an appetizer and a drink.
Well, we could go out for a steak dinner.
Yeah.
We could
Oh.
go to, Trevor's.
Yes, there's a place called the Rustic Inn, Trevor's Rustic Inn here. It's a dive bar, but for some reason they're able to serve you
A great steak.
a ribeye steak with a roll, vegetables, fries, or a loaded baked potato and garlic bread for under $20. Now, why is it that a dive bar can do that? And you know what? And I think a lot of people should start utilizing dive bars more often
Why not?
because they make all their money off liquor.
Yeah.
And then they have discounted food.
Yeah.
So if you really want to tip on to eat a cheap dinner, a good dinner is go to a dive bar. Yeah.
Well, like the Red Dog, they have what was it, like $1 for a
Yeah, the Red Fox.
chili dogs?
Every day. Yeah, that's what you guys do is go online and try to look at all the dive bars in your area and look at their menus. They actually have really good food at these bars. Like I said, the people come in and all the alcoholics are the ones who are supporting the place. And then you can get food. the Red Fox by us. Every day they'll have like a special. Like we went one day for chili dogs. They were so good. They were big chili dogs. They were $1 something, $1.50. So yeah, you can't. So, oh my God, Mark Queen, I just realized we could ride our scooters up there. We could ride our scooters up to the dive bar, and we can go get chili dogs for nothing. We can go get a ribeye dinner for $20.
Dog tonight.
Wendy's does that. I got a bacon cheeseburger, fries, 4 good sized nuggets, and a drink for $5. Right. You just gotta look for them. They've all fallen below par over the years. Totally, Ross. I agree with you. But see, that's really brought in, honestly, the rise of the taco stand in my neighborhood. They're everywhere. Pop-up restaurants, we call them. And but it's all the same food, and that's what's frustrating. It's like, you know what? Maybe I wouldn't mind all these food vendors, that are blocking sidewalks, causing traffic or whatever. If you at least had different foods. I mean, honey, I live 90 miles from the border. There's always been Mexican food here. We love it. But sweetheart, we can only take so many Mexican restaurants. It's like there's so much diversity that there's no more diversity. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, it wasn't like we were never abundant with European restaurants ever. I mean, I couldn't even tell you where to go get a French meal or a British meal or a German. One German place, we have a sausage place that nobody goes. I don't even know how it's open. Nobody's in there. But it's like, I really couldn't even tell you where to go besides the dive bar around here to get a steak. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand why you want the same place on every corner, but that's virtually what's going on. Tracy's bar and grill in Long Beach is very well known for daily lunch. Oh, yeah, it's funny. I think, it's a lot of people look at restaurants to get their food, and it's like, no, you can go to a bar, you can go to other places, a casino. There's still affordable food in casinos in some places. But you know what, Ross? I don't know if you're familiar with like San Manuel or Morongo. But you go to the buffet now, it's $80, $60 to $80. It's like, my God. And you need an appointment to get in. You no longer just get in line and say, hey, I want the buffet. No. You have to like go to a kiosk and say, oh, I'll be back at 3, But I don't understand. It worked out great before. You just get in line, you get your plate, you go and eat all your food, and you leave. Now they make it all fussy and everything. And then they have like an all-you-can-eat lobster buffet. That's $100. It's like, that's not understand. You get a buffet in a casino. At some of these places, it's $100. You could still go to LA and have a great steak dinner and be treated like a king and not pay that much. It's almost like they're making everything that was cheap expensive as it is for nice things. So I don't understand how. So why bother spending your money at a fast food place when you can go to a restaurant and pay the same amount and be treated like, have servants serve you? I don't get it. But me and Gladys, we went to Applebee's last time I was at her place. We went to Applebee's and we walked in and we recognized everybody in here was new. The staff was new. And you could tell the whole staff was being trained on the job training because not one person served us, or I saw another table who was confident or knew what they were doing. And it's like, it seems to be happening everywhere. New people are in the jobs. They're all young. They all are inexperienced. Anyway, it's just so annoying. It's like, I mean, how are consumers how are they gonna keep putting up with that stuff? Those European cuisines that we grew up around have faded away along with that generation that's passing on. And it's too bad. You're right. over diversity is partially to blame. Well, it leads you to believe that, like in Mexico, do they not have any other food other than tacos? Like, I know that they have big cosmopolitan cities. I know that but I mean, I don't understand. Like, is that now? I guess I've always lived in the United States my whole life, so you could go and get all kinds of food. Like in Mexico, is it only Mexican food? Like in France, is it only French food? In Germany, is it only German food? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, I guess diversity is just an American idea that other places probably they're homogenous and they just all do the same stuff all the time. I don't know. Like, is it only here that like you can, oh, like today I'm going to get pizza. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to go get a taco. Oh, the next day I'm going to go get Chinese food. Or the next day I'm going to go get pasta. Or no, I'm going to go to an Ethiopian restaurant and eat a goat. You know what I mean? It's like, is it just happening here? Yeah, even legit Italian restaurants are scarce. Do you have a Longhorn or yes, we do. It's in the next city over, there's a Texas Roadhouse
Rialto.
in Rialto. Yeah.
Rialto.
Ross says Irish, German, and various European restaurants are few and far between.
Yes, they are.
Oh yeah, well, because that's what I was telling. He lives, I'm assuming, in the Long Beach area, and he was talking about they have a bar there that kind of like how we talked about Trevor's, where you can get some legit food. And he was saying we were talking about we're becoming too diverse to where we're becoming too Mexican, basically. So you can find tacos anywhere.
Anywhere.
And I would say, yeah, here in San Bernardino, we have one other ethnic store, and that's the German one, where nobody shops. You go in there, no one's in there, it's like they have no reason to be open all the time. And he said it's like Long Beach is the same way. And you can't find any cuisine, any European cuisine at all.
Then there's German deli on Mountain.
Yeah.
And I'm sure once
I spoke to a girl who's in Upland and she knows that place.
Oh, I love God.
It's funny. If you're the only person, it's like, if you know exactly which place I'm talking about, then
that's the only one.
Then there's not enough.
And her French dips are so good.
Oh, it's so really delicious sandwiches. Oh, he's in Seal Beach, Los Alamitos. Oh, Los Alamitos. You want to know what, Ross? I've been seeing that in Los Alamitos, there are some really great restaurants. Like, of course, Mexican, but but like some really good ones. Like, I've been seeing highlighted on Instagram. But this is the thing that I've realized with the Instagram like boosts and stuff. A lot of it is just, you get an influencer in there or someone with a dynamic personality to go, hey, I'm here in Los Alamitos at this great taco place and it's the best tacos ever in the world. And because it's social media and we assume that they're just average people, we believe them. So you go and try these places. I'll tell you, there's one that they show on Fish Company is famous of, you look as good as the McMuffin I just ate for breakfast. Well, John, I hope I look just as good as that McMuffin coming out of you. You know what I mean? But
maybe that's why so many people go to McDonald's, because I'm sure they just take the biggest, craziest.
Yeah, probably take a big dump after McDonald's.
Slobber.
It really kind of evacuates everything in you.
Drags it all out of the colon.
Ross says the Catella Deli, Jewish, real popular. What's the one that we've been to a couple times in LA? Cantor's?
Well, there's Cantor's in Hollywood.
The old Jewy one.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
The black and white cookies are amazing.
Black and white cookies are great. That place is always packed too. We're always, anytime we've been there, we had to stand on the line.
And they got great pastrami too.
Do you want to know who has great pastrami? I don't know if anybody's out here in the IE. I'm going to tell you the best pastrami I've had was at this Italian deli, Savino's in Redlands. It has a smoky, charred pastrami that I've never had. And it's so good.
It's next to the breakfast shack.
Next to the breakfast shack. I hope so too. I'll update you when the time comes. West LA has great spots. Yeah, Cantor's for sure. Where's I was not really impressed with this. Now this is what was the one we went to across from Union Square, Union Station? It was like a famous French dip place. They've been around for a while. Phillips.
That wasn't that great.
I honestly, and I wanted it to be so good, but I thought it was just average. And I understand that a lot of these old time places live off of it's Phillips. They live off of the nostalgia and the history. And I understand that. I do understand it. But when I went there, I wasn't that impressed, but I didn't grow up going there, so it wasn't a thing. I'll tell you another place that's like that out here is called Vince's Spaghetti. Now, it's like everybody loves it. It's because what they do is they give you enormous portions. They put tons of cheese on everything. Now, it's not that I didn't like it, but I didn't grow up eating it, so it just didn't mean anything to me. But I've been there a couple times and I love it. I like it. You get leftovers. It's lots of food. But I think people, when they're raised with something, their family goes, it's a tradition. A lot of times the nostalgia and the experience kind of flavors the food a little bit. Does that make sense? Outback and TGF were my favorite places, but their leases were raised so high that they really, Charlotte? Wow. Ross says it's a popular lunch spot, unique ordering routine. It is. You kind of feel like you're in a line at a grocery store, if I remember correctly.
It was from the 20s.
Philippe's. It's called Philippe's. Phillips or Philippe's, the French dip place. Yeah. And I mean, I'm glad I went there.
It's okay.
It was okay. I'm not saying it was bad. It's just I wouldn't drive to LA to eat it again. I wouldn't.
You know what was good? Do you remember the Grand Orange in Pasadena?
The Grand L'Orange. Yeah, we went there in Pasadena after we went to the Huntington, didn't we?
Yeah, they used to be in Scottsdale. Used to go to Scottsdale, and then they moved to Pasadena. It's great.
That was good food. I liked it. It was like kind of like a train depot building.
Lemon ricotta pancakes.
Lemon ricotta pancakes. That does sound good. I don't remember what I had. I probably had Ozempic, so I don't remember. I'll just have my Ozempic for lunch. Hi, Hogatha, looking fab. I just finished work at the pub. Really, Tom? Hey, Thomas, did you get lucky? Did you hook up with a customer?
Get a little stank on your hang down.
The pantry downtown is one of my favorites. We haven't been to the pantry.
In Pasadena?
No, it's in LA, downtown. It's an old place, I think. There's some old LA and there's some old LA restaurants I want to go to, even if we like, and it's not even like it's great food. Bless you. We went with Chaz on here, Chaz Smith. We went to the Formosa Cafe, and recently we went with
San Figueroa.
we went with Pink Flamingo. It's good. It's good food. I really like it. But it's very themey and it's like has history and stuff. And it's just Chinese food, but it's good. And we also like what's another old place we've been to?
Oscars in Vegas.
Oscars in Vegas. Yeah, they've been there forever. That was good. Yamashiro's pretty old, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yamashiro, it's in the Hollywood Hills Japanese place. That's always been good when we've been there. We really like that.
And I know for a fact the koi are champions.
Yes, and Marquina knows where the koi and from all their koi come from. And wait, I know Christian was dealing with them, and did you go with him? Okay, yeah, Marquina and a koi colleague. They went and did work up there. And so Marquina knows about their fish. Wait. A nondescript word catastrophe happens. You can only choose one fast food restaurant to continue on into the future. Hold on.
Movie.
No, listen. Your only choices are Arby's, Wendy's, Burger King. What would you choose? I would probably pick Wendy's.
Arby's, Wendy's, or Burger King.
Yeah. Isn't that hard? See, for me, I'm no Arby's at all. Wendy's or Burger King.
Maybe Wendy's.
The reason why I pick Wendy's is because Wendy's has more of a variety to their menu. Although Burger King does have tacos, Arby's don't have, or Wendy's don't have tacos, but I love Wendy's buns. I like their meat is thick, but I don't think Wendy's has. They do baked potatoes and chili and salads too.
Yeah, I don't like their frost.
You don't like their Frosties? Well, you know what, Mark Wayne, if that was all you had, you'd like it.
Let's get French fry in it.
Yeah. And plus they do breakfast foods too. Like they'll do the biscuit breakfast sandwiches and stuff. Okay, I pick Wendy's. I pick Wendy's. And I didn't grow up eating Wendy's. It wasn't really a popular fast food place. I'm sure for some people, but I know a lot of people really weren't into Wendy's when we were young. So Wendy's wasn't really something I ate until I was in my 30s. Had a Boddington pint was
Oh,
George's.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was it fresh or from
a tap or a jar? Well, he was from the pub. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, was it from a tap or from a bottle? I miss you on TikTok, sweetie. So glad. Jamie, I'll be back on the 29th. I got banned for 3 days. Are you on my new account? Hogatha, have you ever been to the UK? I've never been outside our borders, Thomas. I even lived 90 miles, 100 miles from Mexico. I've never been over there. Because everybody scared me to not go. No, you're big and white and American, and they're going to shake you down for money.
Well, Camel said don't come.
Yeah, and Kamala said don't come. Don't come. Shelly says she wants Arby's. Jennifer says I'm eating Wendy's chili right now. Sheila says the Arby's Euro chicken sandwiches and fries. Do you know? I'll tell you, Sheila. I never really had Arby's till I was older too, and I got like a roast beef sandwich, and I looked at it. And I'm like, this isn't roast beef. This is like, and then I realized they make a paste out of it or something. Or I don't know if that was just internet stuff, but I don't know. I wanted it to be like beefy, and it wasn't. I understand the appeal. I've had like the cheddar. I'm not saying that Arby's doesn't have tasty food. Do you know what Arby's does good? Is their market fresh sandwiches. Marquina, if you had a Arby's market fresh sandwich, you might like it. But you know, because it's like bread. It's like regular bread and like meat and everything. Thomas says no. Manchester is ace. Oh, you're in Europe. Oh, is there the pub is getting you a nice Boddington and down? Yeah.
Up.
Oh, wait. I feel like Wendy's is sort of like the CVS or Walgreens. You don't really want to go there all the time, but you're glad it is what. Yeah, you know, it's funny because we had Burger King last night.
Yeah,
we do like Burger King, but do you know what I think about Burger King? And I'll say this about McDonald's and Jack in the Box. Really, any of them. I feel like you can eat any version of a Burger King sandwich and it'll all taste the same.
yeah, pretty much.
Like, and that's to me, and I worked at Taco Bell. So I can, and the same things at Taco Bell. I don't care what you order from Taco Bell, it's all going to taste the same. I don't know why. I just have that opinion. Well, and I worked there when I was 16. So you can even make a concoction of I'm going to mix all this stuff together. Like at lunchtime, we'd make our own burritos and we put whatever we want on them. So it wasn't even a menu item. And it still tasted like a burrito supreme. I like Panda Express, honey walnut shrimp. Oh, I bet that's good with noodles and rice. I bet that's good. We've been doing a lot of cooking lately. Well, no, wait. What's the last thing I cooked? Tacos. Oh, you know what? Burritos. Been making a lot of burritos because we've decided basically, okay, this month we are tightening up our belt and we are spending minimal money. Okay. So what I did was I went and bought a big bag of of dried pinto beans, a bag of rice, some cans of tomato sauce. I have learned to really make like authentic tasting Mexican rice and beans. Okay.
Excellent.
And I've learned through the years. Okay. And plus I've had girlfriends that I've known teach me. So I'm pretty good at that. So I can pull off like a restaurant quality refried beans and rice. Okay. So I make a bowl of each. So we'll have a big bowl of each. Does M like to cook? Marquina does. Okay, Marquina would rather bake. Like she really likes to make pie. Okay. Marquina also like for a dish, like to eat dinner, shepherd's pie. She likes to make shepherd's pie. But yeah, Marquina is like she doesn't like to cook as much as I do, but she does like to cook the things that she likes to cook. She likes to. Oh yeah, that's right. Marquina is the griller, the outside griller. She's a bigger lesbian than me, so she likes to be out, grilling meat. So she'll do that. And she'll get like she has different woods like oak and stuff, and so she'll like put that in the Weber, and then she'll like grill it. Scarab City needs I need Ozempic. Well, if you have Ozempic, then you'll really save money on food. You can't put any leftovers, and you can put any yes, in a tortilla. You're absolutely right. Meatloaf, and I ate. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you what I want to make, and it's funny because I've seen it on a few menus. A breakfast burrito, but I'm talking like an American breakfast in a burrito, not the Mexican stuff. Bacon, bacon and eggs, sausage, fried potatoes like hash browns. And wrap it up and then put gravy on it. Like instead of salsa, you pour gravy over it, and then you melt cheese on it. I like that. Like I would love, Marquina, if we got breakfast burritos and they instead of a thing of salsa, they actually give you a little thing of gravy and you pour it on like the salsa. I want that. But anyway, so we've been kind of just surviving off burritos. Like if I get hungry, I just go in there, I'll heat up a bowl of rice and beans and then, put the burrito on the flame and kind of, get it hot. Then put cheese in it. And then I have, I like to save all my hot sauces from fast food and then I'll just put some on there and roll it up and eat it. But we've been doing that. And I recently made a pork roast. Marquina, it's really good. I want to make a burrito right now. Is I get that pork that I made, and then I just pull that out and I throw it in a pan and I heat it, and it's like carnitas because it's like it's pork and it's tender, and then you kind of fry it up a little bit and get a little crusty on the outside. Yeah, I grew up in Costa Rica, and I love the Costa Rican breakfast of eggs, rice, and beans with a pork chop. That sounds really good. We have in Marquina, we haven't gone in a while, and I want to go. The Rodeo Cafe.
Oh yeah.
There's one in Rialto. Did you know that?
No.
There's one in Rialto.
Really?
It's the Rodeo Cafe. It's okay. When I was a kid, I used to eat at a place called the Cowgirl Cafe, and it was like a country breakfast place. And it was very popular. There was a line outside, independent place, and it just big, good food. Well, they sold it to a Mexican family. They changed it to the Rodeo Cafe. They kept the same thing, the same theme of cowboys, cowgirls, and stuff. They've added in like the Mexican breakfast stuff. Absolutely delicious. But you can easily leave with a stomach ache because you'll eat so much and you'll eat so much. It's like very rich and greasy stuff. You'll end up you'll gladly have diarrhea later on in the day. But very good. We had chilaquiles there. The chilaquiles are really good.
Excellent.
For the racists who don't know what chilaquiles are basically old fried tortilla chips. It's a way of recycling nachos, basically. You get the chips, you toss them in like enchilada sauce, hot enchilada sauce. They can do red ones or green ones. And they put it on your plate, and then they throw an egg on top of it. Okay. You guys, I'm gonna have to go. My phone's gonna die. So I'm gonna plug it in, say goodbye. I can't see anything because it's really dark right now.
Let me see. Anyway, so I don't know. I'm probably gonna make a burrito or something. Okay, now I can see you guys. Okay, Jennifer, Thomas, and everybody. Ross. Okay, you guys. I'll talk to you later. My phone's gonna die. I want a new phone. I've been having the worst phone problems. It's like I hate it. I hate buying a new phone because it's $1,000, but I have to buy a new phone because this phone is really bad. I don't get messages. I don't get anything. All right, you guys. Love you. Bye.